I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
no.
Armageddon! It's gonna be rough.
You were born in America, you're an American.
That's fact.
Just right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I have to highlight that one. Oh, my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
Finally, a law that I can get behind. If you're driving slow in the left lane, it's punishable by death.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know?
Steve, you smoke like a girl.
They're always there watching.
I do not sound like Jalen.
Do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck him.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Everybody gets a lick.
You don't have to agree with it, but you best defend their right to do it.
If you don't know your rights, you don't have any.
We just got a bidet.
The Constitution doesn't give you rights, you have natural rights.
Bidet will change your life.
But the Constitution protects your rights.
You'll never go back.
Little horny bastard, he ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock him out. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are, because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what...
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
It was something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never going to please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Again.
Out of here.
Okay, look, I told everyone, this is the greatest podcast in all of the YouTubes. I told them, and I said, look, you have to hit the like button. You have to share this out, okay? Okay, I told, and everyone, they said, oh, we know President Trump. We know it's the best, okay? And they all did. It's tremendous. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, are we live? Okay, we'll talk later, Steve.
Sound like Trump's constipated.
Oh, he's very constipated. I told him how constipated I was. Nobody listens. They all laugh about it. I tell them, what are you laughing at? They think it's funny. It's not funny. Everyone I talk to, I tell them.
I took Imodium, and I took more Imodium than anyone.
Peace, big daddy Donald. I know you're a busy man.
Okay, I'm not constipated anymore. What's up, guys?
What's that?
Aloha. Hopkinson, my flock is everywhere. Aloha, good to see you. Silver Girl, always good to see Silver Girl. Van, the man with the beautiful beard. Snooks 22, aloha. Chris Gilbert, aloha.
What's that?
And I hope you are doing good as well, my friend. How is everyone tonight? How is everyone's week? I haven't talked to you, Dave, in over a week. How have you been, dude?
People dying and people fighting over money and all kind of stupid, retarded things. Plus trying to work. You know, it's been a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like the roughest week in about like 10 years. Almost quit my job about 5 times. Every time my boss says something, I'm like wanting to say a couple choice words. You know how it works.
Right.
You know,
definitely how that works.
You know, I worked for myself for 26 years. And having tasted freedom and having all my own time and money and if I needed a break for a funeral or whatever, I didn't have to ask nobody. I feel like I would have been better off to never have had that freedom and then go to a regular job than to have it and then go to a regular job, because it sucked. It's like going to prison, man. Every day it's like I got to report to prison.
I know exactly what you mean, man, because I've been saying that for the past 7 years. I said, if my business were to fail or whatever, I could never go back to work for somebody. I just couldn't.
Right.
I have to work for yourself.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. Oh, Ed Han, what's up, brother?
What's up, Ed?
Can I get my original? You can
Man.
you can comment. You can comment on here. What do you mean? You can actually comment.
What's up, Snooks?
I think he's talking about like for like link dropping and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Van Life Biker, the man that may or may not have changed my life. I've been following that little diet, that carnivore diet. I mean, I'm not like being strict on it, but I'm feeling a lot better, man. Not eating all the carbs.
That's all meat, right? Like red meat and stuff like that.
I mean, you can't. It's like anything in life, dude. It's hard to stick to all meat. It's like, can you wake up and eat 5 hot dogs?
Yeah.
Once in a while I got a piece of bread or a bun, but I cut out like pizza and just a ton of the fattening stuff that swells you up, sugar, and I feel a lot better. I do. I feel a lot better.
Come on.
So and I like it because like the other night I came home and like, what should I eat? So I just like I put cheese. I had one piece of bread, poured a bunch of mozzarella, I had pepperoni, I had like a hamburger, and then I put a fried egg on it, and I ate that, and I was like, man, that feels like a man meal. Not all that sissy macaroni and cheese, and that stuff makes you fat, for real. So I think van life's onto something. Carnivore diet, guys.
He says no, but you can eat all the bacon and eggs you want. There's only one bad side effect to bacon and eggs. All the bacon and eggs you want, man. The cholesterol and all that in it. Dude, believe me, I've thought about it. Being a diabetic and stuff, I've kind of got to watch myself with what I eat as well, and carbs and everything. And believe me, I figured, bacon and eggs was it. But it's also hard to do.
What's up, Karen?
I love bacon. I love bacon. Sharon Mercier, aloha, Karen Reese.
Karen Reese in the house.
And Ed, I miss you too. But I really do only have the mods I have now. I haven't given anyone a wrench, and I don't even know since I took them all away. But we'll all get along. How about that? We'll all get along. And Snooks is good people. She won't time you out unless you're calling people nasty names.
Yeah.
I think that's a good deal because I like you around, Ed. I was excited as shit the other day when I seen you. And whose chat was that? Heather's.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Ed.
Yeah, we all do.
I haven't been here in a minute because we had a whole treasure trove of garbage and nonsense going on over here. And I don't want to get on here and tell all my business, man, but
I do.
What?
Spill it.
I can't do it, man, because I don't want to hurt people in my family. But people just know this, man. When people pass away and there's money involved, man, you will really find out what people are all about, man. And some people are just flat out evil.
Oh yeah.
And you thought they weren't evil, but they're evil, man.
It's like, man, it's not even about that. We just lost somebody, and here you are. You're worried about this. That's All right.
I'm not even thinking about money, man. And these people are like been thinking about it for months, waiting on it to happen, you know. Bunch of sick people.
Yeah, that's
But I don't want to get into my wife's business and all that. But man, there's some shady people out there. So she's back from Florida though. And
Was
they
she
offered,
well, see, I don't know if I can say this now. I don't want to spill your business, but I'll just say, was she happy when she came home in the condition of the house that you had waiting for her?
oh yeah, my kids called me up. They said they want to do something nice for mom. My son showed up, his wife pregnant. She showed up, and my other son and his wife showed up, and they cleaned, and I couldn't sit here and watch, so I had to clean as long as they cleaned till they were done. And you know, it's not like it was trash, like I live in, you know,
right.
a
Right.
dump or nothing, but we deep cleaned everything, you know. We like shampooed carpets and whatever. So yeah, man, she came in and she was like, "Wow!" Like all the laundry was caught up. I went through all my clothes and like gave some away. Everything I hadn't worn in a couple of years, you know, got it out of the closet so there'd be more room, you know, that kind of stuff. And I go in there, I come down the hallway and I look in there, and my son's wife is she's cleaning my toilet, dude, with a scrub brush and bleach, and she's pregnant and her belly's hanging down. And I'm just like, man, what a great
Cleaning.
wife he's got, you know. And I felt bad. I'm like, I can't have you cleaning my toilet. Not only are you pregnant, I can't. She's like, I do worse than this all the time, and I'm like, man, no, that's
Worse
a
than
wife.
that.
That's a wife right there.
Not only that, man, it just shows, man, women are tough, dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
carrying around a baby and still doing all the things that a woman does. You know, that's wild.
So anyway,
Dude, that's like I was saying like I don't remember, like a week or 2 weeks. I don't know. A day to me feels like a week ago, but I was just saying not too long ago that I don't know how women give birth, because I would rather get beat with a 2x4 in my face than to give birth. That's just hats off to all women that have given birth. God bless you.
Have you ever seen the videos where the women put them things? It's like a birth simulator. They hook up to their husbands. It's
have.
freaking hilarious.
That's
It's
so
hilarious.
awesome.
They're like, turn it off, turn it off. It ain't been
Right.
5 minutes yet, dude.
Makes them cramp up. So awesome. So what are y'all thinking about? Did you see any of this stupid DNC crap? I didn't watch none of it, but I've been watching some memes coming out of it. They had Oprah on there, a Democratic National
Oh God.
Party, whatever, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Oprah was on there, the Obamas, Clinton, Bill Clinton. Like they pulled everybody out, every race, every religion. The Jewish guy came out. They are trying so hard. And I was just like, man, at the end of the day, she's still an airhead. I don't know what you guys are trying to do.
Oh, have you seen the ones where they go to random people on the street and
Don Lemon?
ask them? Well, that one was funny too, because
Oh,
Dom was getting pissed. Like, what the hell? These aren't the answers I wanted or I was you know.
like, why are you
But,
going to vote for Trump, you idiot? What are you, deplorable? I was waiting for him to say it and get punched.
right. And then even one guy goes, "What? Oh, what? You watch CNN or something?" But Dom didn't say, "No, I don't watch CNN." Dom said, "No, it's not because I watch CNN." I don't know if anyone else caught that, but I did. I thought
I
it was
did.
funny as
I
well.
did too. Yeah, I've seen it. And I read
It's
an
like,
article.
oh,
Read an article just before I got home from work. I was listening to it on the way home, and he's talking about all, you know, how Dearborn's the second or the first biggest population outside of the Middle East. We have all of Dearborn is basically all Arab mayor, representative, and senator, sheriff, judges, all Arabic. What was I gonna say? Oh, so they're all joining together and they're voting uncommitted because they said vote for Biden is a vote for genocide or Harris. So they're not voting for Trump or her. They're voting uncommitted in the middle to try to prove a point. So I'm not sure what that's going to do, but that's quite a bit of voters, man.
Sounds like they had all the winners up there.
Oh, they hate Biden. Like, I don't know what he did to make the Arabs mad over here, but they are furious at that guy. They showed up and they're calling for an intifada, whatever, in Chicago, like against the Democratic Party.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Much love, GG's. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, uncommitted's not good. Yeah,
What
Chicago.
is that? What is that? Oh, Chicago.
Some kind of popcorn, man. It's actually pretty good. It's not all that bad, but it.
Oh, you mean? Oh, hey, you mean Corn Pop? He was a bad dude. Hey, Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I got a picture on my phone.
Wasn't that one of the moonshiners?
I don't know. But since I always do this, I'm going to pull this up because Dave mentioned that about the DNC and everything. And this video just came out 3 hours ago. So I haven't watched it, but I'm curious. But I was going to bring up another one, but this just came out 2 hours ago. Okay. About Kamala and her hyena laugh and word salad.
Doing this video and I uploaded it, and then I went to Noah's website, or actually his Twitter page, and I saw that the Democrats already have their hooks in him. This is him with Kamala Harris right here.
Oh, that laugh, man. Oh.
The laugh and just grabbing his face gets to me. I mean, this is Brooklyn Dad defiant. There's a lot of people here who are giving him a lot of props and encouraging him on his road to Democrat tyranny. And what I'll do is, this is Noah was taken. That's his handle. There he is with Harry Sisson, Roland Martin right there. Wow, I'm just speechless. It's kind of like GROOMING when you take a look at this header right here, and it's pretty discouraging and outrageous. I'm not telling you what to do, okay? I would really appreciate it if it would just be nothing but love and encouragement and support, not for tyranny or statism, but just challenging views. Let's put it that way. Apparently, I might do a different video on this because I haven't seen this yet, but it looks like Mike Lindell is all up in his face, and it says that, yeah, Mike Lindell just got owned by a 12-year-old, and it's absolutely effing glorious. So what I'll do is I'll leave this link in the description for you. Again, nothing but love toward him and concern for his soul when the Democrat hooks are deeply embedded. Appreciate.
Hey, what's Mike Lindell doing at the Democrat?
All right, this kid's name.
Oh, there was a handful of right-wing people, I guess you would say, there for like to interview and ask questions and that. Yeah, there was a lot there.
That's weird.
But
Yeah. Know it. And we discussed him momentarily the other day on a video that I released, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about this because it is true. This kid is impressive. He's a diamond in the rough. He's one of those rarities. He's very articulate. It looks like he's mentally conscious and aware. It looks like
I don't even know who this kid
is not a mental slouch, let's put it that way. And he knows at least how to effectively articulate and regurgitate the issues of the Democratic Party, specifically Kamala Harris's platform. I want to go over this a little bit slowly, and this isn't me criticizing the person. This is me criticizing a system and a group of adults who are actually indoctrinating this kid and helping him on the road to politics. I could totally see this kid. He's 12 years old right now. I could see him, I don't know, in 20 years, 25 years being the president of the United States. That's how
GROOM.
and what he says, if you really think about it, while at first it sounds impressive, if you really break it down, that's all he's doing is regurgitating talking points, and pretty much anybody can do that. I'm not saying any
Aloha, Dakota Hayes. Good to see you.
12-year-old kid can do this, or a 16-year-old or 18-year-old. I mean, heck, there's some men out there that can't articulate politics like this kid can. But we're going to work through this. And again, this isn't a personal attack against him. Noah, if you're watching me, hey, let's do a live stream together. I want to challenge your positions, because what underpins every political position, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, whether you're for Trump or Harris, what underpins that is threats, force, and violence and coercion from the state. In order to enact policies, you need the funding to enact policies. In order to get that funding, you have to violate the consent of people who are hardworking, and you have to take a percentage of their income so that you can fuel that great effort, even if you have good intentions. Remember, good intentions will always be pleaded for every assumption of authority. It's hardly too strong to say that the Constitution was made to guard the people against the dangers of good intentions. There are men in all ages who mean to govern well, but they mean to govern. They promise to be good masters, but they mean to be your masters. So let's listen to what Noah says here.
Noah, let me ask you. How old are you?
I'm 12.
12, wow. And what makes you so politically active at such a young age?
So it's just so important. We have the other guy wants Project 2025. You know what that is. And we have a candidate who wants to cap rent costs, expand HBCU investments, fund Medicare, and fund our young people, and like you and I, and keep our country flowing like normal.
Funding young people needs the violence of the state needs to befall another group of people, Noah, so that they can give those people what those people want. And those people don't deserve for somebody to be obligated to help them out in any way, shape, or form just because the government says so. And it's not, housing is not a human right. Food is not a human right. Healthcare is not a human right. If you believe it's a human right, then you believe somebody else has the obligation to foot the bill to provide those things to those people. Think this through. You got to think it through. If you want to maintain the moral high ground, a moral position, if you want to establish and chart your course according to a moral compass, then you can't have anything to do with politics. As soon as you involve yourself in politics and promote a political party or a corrupt psychopathic politician, you have to step away from the moral trail and you have to chuck your moral compass. That's the bottom line.
Where we have Donald Trump on the other end. You know that story. So it's so important for all of us to be here, whether you're a delegate, whether you're a content creator, make your voice heard and make your noise.
Incredibly well said. And what issues are most important to you personally? There's so many, right?
Yeah. I'll start with President Biden's accomplishments are just so impressive, and we have to keep that going. And I know the exact person who's going to keep that going. That's Kamala Harris. Issues that are most important to me, first of all, not electing a felon to the White House.
That should be obvious, right?
That should be obvious, but unfortunately it's not, based off the interviews I've seen with
They're all
you.
felons, man.
Define felon.
All of them.
Would you define a felon as somebody who writes legislation or approves of mass genocide of a group of people? Or how about legalized mass murder, which is what war is? And if that's the case, and it truly is, you are truly a felon. You have involved yourself or themselves in criminality when you approve of legislation or policies that you know that if they get enacted, a whole lot of people are going to die. And that's what happens in every single war. So if mass murder is immoral and those who commit mass murder are criminals and it makes them a felon, then just because they haven't been convicted yet doesn't make them any less a felon. So basically you are talking about in the halls of Congress and the seat of the President of the United States, governors, whoever enacted legislation for legalized mass murder or legalized theft and extortion are actually in the realm of justice, in the halls of mercy, in the realm of the universe. They are truly felons, whether they're convicted yet or not. So think
They're all
carefully about
felons.
what you're saying. When you use words, words matter. Words have meaning. And if you say felon, felon is somebody who continually commits a truly criminal act that actually leaves victims.
Those are the most issues important to me, and I appreciate you so much for asking that.
Dude, yeah, I appreciate you for talking to us. That's great.
Thank you.
So, what do you think about the momentum shift from President Biden to President Harris? And would you say that you're more excited to have a younger candidate who can appeal to more demographics?
So I was excited to have President Biden. I mean, age doesn't matter to me as long as we have a candidate who doesn't want to make the voting age higher, but expand voting rights to 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds. And so I think I was excited about President Biden, really excited about President Biden. And now that we have a younger candidate, it just expands our demographic. But either way, I was extremely excited to have an effective leader. But I'm extremely excited to have the 59-year-old in the White House.
I am mind blown by how great you are right now.
I'm mind blown too on how brainwashed this kid is, because he is well spoken and articulate, but that's not him thinking. He's not thinking that shit. He's regurgitating from his echo chamber that he listens to or hears all day long.
Why does he
18
sound
and
like
19-year-olds
Michael
that
Obama?
believe they're cats.
Right.
Yeah, he sounds just like Michael Obama.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
voice, everything.
this kid's gonna go far regardless of anything, because
You
he's
can definitely
good.
tell he's well mannered and very well spoken.
Okay, but
Yeah,
where
I
did he
mean-
come from? You know, I don't know who he is and where he.
I've never heard of him till 9 minutes ago, literally. But I mean, even how he told him, he's like, "Oh, and I appreciate you asking." It's like, dude, what 12-year-old talks like that? You know?
So does he have a big channel or what? A big following?
I think so. Yeah, there's only a couple minutes left. We'll watch the rest of this, and then I'm pretty sure he does.
I want to ask you, do you have anything to promote on camera?
It is truly impressive. You can't take anything away from Noah as far as him. He's done the due diligence. He's at least reviewed the talking points. He's become good at communicating those talking points, and he just has a really pleasant demeanor and a pleasant spirit. And I really hope that Noah gets on the right path and that politics doesn't corrupt him. Because I'll tell you, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I don't think he's corruptible yet, but he can become corruptible. And one thing we know about power is it attracts like a magnet those who have the propensity or the proclivity to be corrupted.
Hey, Brandon Mitchell, aloha, brother. Good to see you.
Do you have like social media? So your Twitter. What's your Twitter?
Yeah, my Twitter is Noah Was Taken, KNOWA. I'm so excited to be here with Adam. I'm super excited. DNC day one.
Hell yeah. And then I also want to ask you.
I hope that anybody who sees this video right here doesn't send this kid hate, but we need to encourage him by asking him questions. He seems like a logical kid. It would be great if he came on a show. Maybe we could do a live stream together, Noah. But I would definitely like to talk to you about the corruption of politics. Left politics, right politics, it doesn't matter. And the criminality of politicians.
How have you felt? Let me see how I can word this. When it comes to Project 2025, what do you think is truly at stake for people that are young like us and long term, heading down the long, yeah.
The completely ending the infrastructure bill, that would be extremely beneficial to our generation. What else? Defunding public schools, defunding, and for certain people, Head Start program. That's super important. And it's so important to get your vote out to stop Project 2025, especially if you're 18 to 24.
Yep. And what do you say to people our age who are disillusioned with our institutions? You know how there's a lot of people who think that Trump and Kamala, are effectively the same. How do you rebut that?
That is so untrue. You can just look at their record. Look at their record and see it was not true. Who was responsible for Central Park 5? We know. Who was responsible for holding predators like Trump accountable in California and San Francisco? We know who that is. That's Kamala.
But there are also different forms of predation. You can be economic terrorists, let's say, and instead of you can prey on them physically, you can prey on them monetarily, and that's what politicians do. That's how they circle around their prey and they pick us all apart. So this kid's name is Noah. I'll go back and I'll find out what his handle is, and I'll drop that in the description. I would appreciate it if nobody, please don't give this kid hate mail. This kid needs to be encouraged, and this kid needs to be challenged with thought-provoking questions. And I think if anybody can do it, we can. Leave your thoughts about this for the world.
Absolutely. And shout out to Brian Young from the Disturbing Illusion channel, and also Here's the Deal channel. And Brian, if you're watching this, I've been trying to, and I'd love to have you on my panel.
Let's go.
I just had to get that out.
For me, with that kid, man, dude, the kid is 12 years old, man. The kid should be concentrated on being a kid and not worrying about all this shit show that we're living in.
Right. Yeah, it's like he's growing up, trying to grow up.
That is crazy.
Hey, the Nazis did the same thing to kids.
That is crazy, man.
No kid should even be talking about all this crap.
At 12 years old, I can tell you right now, everything going on is the last thing that I was thinking of.
Dude, at 12 years old, even when I heard adults talking politics, one, I didn't give a shit, and two, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about, which made me really not give a shit. So yeah, why are 12-year-olds like so? I mean, but as far as like show business, I guess you would say for that kid, he's got a career ahead of him. But
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
right, but no, it's a bad thing. He's being brainwashed, or
right,
you know, because that's what they do. They, you know, the GROOMING. That's what you do when you're young. They build it in your head. I think the Deal for Real said it. Don't forget, children have to be taught.
Right.
But shit, that's not even what I wanted to play, but I seen that it just came out.
I can't.
I didn't watch it.
I couldn't even, like, I'm listening to a kid just repeat what an adult said and bash in his brain. It means nothing to me. Absolutely. No kids are going to sit there and listen to this crap.
Right.
Kids aren't sitting around going, hey, let's listen to politics. I mean, he might have had a following and they're, using it, but he'll probably end up losing a lot. It's probably a senator's son or something,
But so this is the one I wanted to play real quick, and this is a short one. It's only like 7 minutes, but because going back to what you were saying earlier, Dave, about the DNC, and I haven't watched this one all the way through yet either. But
they're the ones we're going to bring back. Thanks for the introduction. Women are not without electrical, not allowed, not without electrical. Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is? No one's saying that now. My God.
Joe Biden wanted everybody at the DNC to know that he's not kidding. He's not trying to be funny. And this is not a joke.
Not a joke.
Oh, yeah, by the way, anytime Biden says, not a joke, no joke, people, no joke. Not kidding. That means actually, anytime he opens his mouth means he's lying. But
think about it. I'm being literal. You all will know me. No, I'm not kidding. Not a joke. Not a joke. No, I'm not joking. Think about it. But I'm not joking. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
He also wants you to know that this is not an exaggeration or hyperbole.
That's not hyperbole. I mean it literally. That's not hyperbole. This is not hyperbole. Not hyperbole. And I'm not exaggerating.
No, he's serious.
Seriously, think about it. No, I'm serious. But think about this. I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Think about it. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
I'm crapping down my leg right now.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean it. I mean that. For real.
And Joey just couldn't stop talking about Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and the Republican friends that not only can't think, they can't read very well. Donald Trump calls America a failing nation. And Americans are safer today than under Donald Trump. Trump continues to lie about crime in America. And above all, we need you to beat Donald Trump on his watch.
Watching the news, Joe?
The murder rate went up 30%, the biggest increase in history. I never thought I'd stand before a crowd of Democrats and refer to a president as a liar so many times. It's sad. Trump continues to lie about the border.
We even witnessed Joey pretending to be righteously indignant a lot. Like he kind of overdid it at times.
They're the ones we're going to bring back. He called them
looks like a psycho.
suckers and losers. Who in the hell does he
Dude, look at his eyes. He looks like a demon.
Like a psycho.
think he is? Who does he think he is? No one's saying that now. There are very fine people on both sides.
Seriously, look at his eyes. He's not human.
Might not even.
I mean,
be
not
Joe.
literally, but he just does not look human. Like he doesn't have a soul.
Steve-O, good to see you, brother. Brandon Mitchell.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. After this, real quick, I want to play that one short for Steve-O because he's got the best part in the whole short.
Sides.
Yes.
My God. And hate has no safe harbor. 81 million voters voted for us. To stand against hate and violence in all its forms. They're the ones we're going to bring back. He says we're losing. He's the loser. He's dead wrong. Who can
Much love, Van Life. Much love, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Take it easy, man.
Love you, brother.
lead the world other than the United States of America? More children in America are killed by a gunshot than any other cause in the United States.
Really?
Or die from a bullet than cancer, accidents, or anything else in the United States of America. My God. And crime will keep coming down when we put a prosecutor in the Oval Office instead of a convicted felon. There is no place in America for political violence. None. He's promising a bloodbath if he loses, in his words. And that he'll be a dictator on day one, in his own words. By the way, this sucker means it. Anybody else said that in the past, you'd think he was crazy. He is crazy, but you'd think it was an exaggeration, but he means it. We can't let that happen.
Aloha, Kimmy. Good to see you. Always good to see you, Kimmy.
And here's Joe promising to criminalize
gimme.
millions of Americans with gun bans and infringe on their rights through universal background checks.
Distinguished senator from the C Senate from California and I.
The She Center. The She Center Shell, Seashell, Caesar.
Passed the first ban on assault weapons. And guess what? It worked. If we care about public safety,
Much love, Van Life. Love you, brother.
the NRA, when we passed the first major bipartisan gun safety law in 30 years. And now it's time to ban assault weapons again and demand universal background
Look at
checks.
Walls. He looks like he's holding in a third.
And what political convention would be
Right. And aloha, Jake. Good to see you, brother Jake.
complete without the generous use of the meaningless word democracy?
Are you ready to vote for freedom? Are you ready to vote for democracy and for America? Are you ready to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and President Trump?
Wait a minute. He just said, are you ready to vote for freedom or are you ready to vote for democracy?
I think they gave him like a whole 8-ball before this because this is the most energy I've ever seen out of this guy.
Right. Well, even Ed Hen says that's not really him, which I believe. But why would he say, are you going to vote for freedom or are you going to vote? Like, I'm going to vote for freedom, motherfucker. What do you mean? Or democracy? Like, obviously, we know what he meant, but.
With our very democracy, that democracy has prevailed. Democracy has delivered. Democracy must be preserved. We're facing an inflection point.
Democracy.
We're in a battle for the very soul of America to save democracy.
Thanks to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, we are no longer ruled by COVID, and Big Pharma has been vanquished from the earth.
COVID no longer controls our lives. Beginning to fight. We finally beat Big Pharma.
And I get it. People don't
Oh
want to
my
see this,
God,
but
you're in bed with
racism
pharma,
was being
dude.
propagated at the DNC by Joe Biden. And the audience loved it.
I'm proud to have kept my commitment to appoint the first black woman in the United States Supreme Court.
Here's
I'm
what
proud
color they are.
to have kept
Who
my
cares?
commitment to have an administration that looks like America and that taps in to the full talent of our nation.
Well, you better go
Most
and
diverse
get a
cabinet.
Hamas guy and bring him on board too, because that looks like America where I live. Whack
Oh,
job.
this is almost over, but remind me when it's on when it's over that you just reminded me I have a funny joke I just heard and I gotta say it. And it's racist.
In history, including the first black woman of South Asian descent to serve as vice president.
Joe spent
Always
a
about
little bit
race.
of time trying to convince people that he loves his country more than the power of being the president.
I love the job, but I love my country more. I love my country more.
Oh, Kimmy, hold on. It's real easy. I'll translate it for you. It's real easy. Hey, democracy is serious, folks. It's no joke. No joke. No joke, people. Serious is democracy. That's exactly what he said.
I just shipped my pants.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
And that's serious. Can I get Secret Service over here? Clean up on aisle Biden.
I'll Biden.
And we need to preserve our democracy. In 2024, we need you to vote. And above all, we need you to beat Donald Trump.
It wouldn't be a Biden speech without gaffes, and here are just a couple of them.
Thank you for that introduction. The United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, women are not without electrical.
He said, quote.
Electrical.
And he said, thanks for the thanks for the
The United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, women
we're supposed to say
are
that.
not without electrical, not allowed,
Electrical.
not without electrical.
Yeah, we give women in America electrical, because we're not.
Or political power.
And then he said it like 3 times. He couldn't get the word
Not
out.
without electoral.
Allegra.
Or political power.
Allegra?
See him wink.
Do you have allergies?
No kidding. There's no words.
Oh, what was that?
They're not the words of a person. There's no words. No kidding.
Look at that face, dude.
Dude, he's crazy as a loon.
That
He
is
looks
not
like
Joe
Ellen.
Biden.
Hey, cover the hair. He looks like Ellen DeGeneres. When she's angry, that's right. That's her right there. Yep.
No, really in his head, this is really what's going on in Biden's
So
head.
confused at what just happened.
This is the best country ever because I am a multi-millionaire from stepping on all of you. Of course he loves his country because he's rich.
That's what the government does in all politicians. That's why the word government means to control. That's exactly what they're doing.
No words for a person. They're not the words of a person. Not worthy. Kamala and I are going to keep working to make all Americans wrongfully detained around the world home.
What?
We have 1,000 trillion. Not worthy. Kamala and I are going to keep working to make all Americans wrongfully detained around the world home.
To make all Americans what? I have no idea what he said. To make all Americans run home.
Give me another A-ball. I'm sorry.
No, give me a gummy. Give me a gummy. Give me
the White House.
give me a bump.
My bad.
I need a bump. Just one bump. I got my Costco card. I'll chop it up.
We have 1,000 billionaires in America.
Thanks for tuning in to the Disturbing Illusion channel. We will be breaking.
Oh man, thank you, Brian Young from the Disturbing Illusion. And here's the deal.
I got a little
this dude's
clip.
awesome, man.
After your joke, I got a clip too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but no, I forgot about joke. I heard this yesterday. Actually, it was freaking hilarious. I'm gonna screw it up, but somewhere along the lines of, when the protesters are out there with their free Israel signs, what they should do, or what it needs to be, is the sign should say $10 Israel, and then all the Jews would be like, no, that should be free.
All right.
Get it?
Yeah.
$10 Israel. No, that should be free Israel. Trick them into saying free Israel.
Let me see.
I didn't write the joke. I just heard it.
I'm gonna try this real quick, and I hope it works. It's really fast. Let's see. Okay. I'm not a pro at this.
And I found a video too, Creek, what we were talking about earlier, with the husband wears the simulator or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to bring up one of those clips.
It is great.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
There we go. Volume.
Yeah. Wait, you got to share it. You didn't share it yet.
I did.
You gotta hit.
I didn't click it. Yeah, I didn't click it. My bad.
There you go. Now it's back there. Okay. Now it's there. I'm ready.
Play it this.
Oh, you still gotta pull it up.
My bad.
Oh, shit.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Watch this. Let's watch it again.
You see the clip of her talking about how dare we wish Merry Christmas to people?
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
That's priceless, dude.
I know.
What is that even about? Why is she like, how dare we marry? What is that about?
Dude, she don't even know, man. She's so.
It's whatever lobbyists gave her the money that week. She has to say what they want her to say. So
Yeah, she's just crowd pleasing. She's just pleasing. She's just saying what people want to hear. One day she's Indian, one day she's Jamaican, one day she's black, one day she's Southern.
At least 80% of the United States and people all around the world. I know there's other forms of Christmas between Hanukkah and all this and that, but at least 80%, if not more, people celebrate Christmas. Like, I don't know. I've never seen
Yeah. And then to say, how dare we? Like, wow. But that's some of the other videos I watched too, where like these are not Dom Lemon, but other people going as just ask random people on the street, like, oh, what are you voting? Who are you voting for? Or what do you think about Harris? And oh yeah, she's the like, okay, what are some of her greatest accomplishments? And all of them are just well, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Nobody, because she has no accomplishments. None, yeah.
Wow, man.
Let's see. Trying to find. I had a video earlier. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh, gotta share this tab instead. So this is what we were talking about earlier when I gave hats off to all women, and I mean it. God bless you for giving birth, because I would rather get beat in the face with a 2x4 than I have to go through that.
Take deep breath.
You did this to me! You did this to me!
We're going to put on 4 electrodes on your tummy to simulate some labor contractions.
This is the best present I think you've ever given me.
It's not bad.
Do you remember when I was in it for hours?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. In
Yeah.
the middle of the night. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when you tried to fall asleep?
I do remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't help
Yeah,
you. I didn't know what to
and then
do.
it
Ah! Ah!
Wait, it's almost time to push.
Push it now. Baby, come out.
I know it's okay. It's okay. Just keep going.
No, Lindsay.
You can do this.
No more babies after this. This is the last baby.
Oh,
Well, I wonder how that simulator works. What does it do? Like, and you could tell the wife too. She was holding the controller thing. You know, she had that on like, if it goes to 100, she had it on 150.
Oh, you know she cranked that bad boy up. Dude said, "Baby, go out, push."
Dakota, hey, baby, come out. Baby, come out. I can't take the pain no more. Dude, but that reminds me too of the faces those guys are made. Kimmy says, I remember I did that 5 times. Oh, wow. God bless you, Kimmy. Hats off to you. 5 times, man. But it reminds me of that bidet. Remember, Dave, the bidet video we watched where he put his face and he's off. And the bidet
Yeah,
is
that's the
squirting.
best.
Dude, because my dad's coming to visit in October. And, you know, with his age and everything, he needs a bidet for the toilet, right? So I put a bidet in our guest bathroom, our hallway bathroom, whatever. And I'm thinking about reenacting that video from that dude. Because I could just sit there and, I don't know. I think it'd be funny as hell. But I want to do that. Didn't you hear him say that? No, wait. What didn't I hear him say? What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, baby, come out. Oh, yeah. That's right. The dude in the video, he just said, baby, come out. And then I think he said, no more babies after this. That is funny.
This guy, I found this guy. He's hilarious. What's his name? Alec Lace. He's only got 25,000 subscribers, but
Yeah, I've heard that name though. It sounds familiar.
yeah, there's a couple there. It's like a Donald Trump, Kamala Harris debate, and they've got people that they sound just like them. It's
Oh yeah, that's one. I played it. I played that on our stream the other night. When was that? It was either Tuesday night. When did I do that, Creek? Was it Tuesday or was it this past Sunday? But yeah, I played it, and it was a guy and a girl, and it was just them. But they were, he was Trump and she was Kamala, and they sounded exactly like him.
yeah, it might have been. I mean, what was
Yeah,
the
that's
guy-
the one. That's the one. I played that on my stream. I was only gonna play a little bit, but it was so good, I just kept playing it.
Oh, it's so good.
What's Tuesday?
She's like,
It
the
was,
only reason I came on is because Ron told me that we had to nail this down, and I misunderstood, and that's the only reason I came on this interview.
Yeah, it said you have to nail it, and
something.
He was talking about the interview, but yeah, that was good.
And then I found the one where I saved this a couple days ago where they're laughing in Don's face about, he's like, well, who are you voting for? Well, why would you vote for him? They're like, Kamala Harris she was like almost like a cop. And the guy just starts cracking up, walking away like, really? She wants like to ban the police. She set up a line, GoFundMe, to get the people out of jail that were burning things down. Remember, her VP was the mayor of that city. And then she's the one who set up the line to get money to bail those people out that were lighting stuff on fire. If these two get in, it's going to be chaos.
It's going to be absolutely batshit
It
crazy.
is.
There'll be no law.
Real quick though, is Steve-O still in the chat? Steve-O, you still here?
Yeah, Steve-O, if you are, you got to check this out, friend.
Tia Nana.
Wildlife, what's up, brother? Wildlife. I was watching Wildlife. It was on Bonnie's panel earlier. Good to see you, Wildlife.
Good to see you, Tia Nana's. Yo.
Tia Nana's. Aloha.
Good to see you, man. What up, what?
But yeah, if Steve-O ain't here, I ain't gonna.
What is that?
Well, I'm gonna play it anyway,
He's
and then
in his
Steve-O
tent.
will go. But Steve-O's got the best part in this. I don't even know what it is. It's 43 seconds short. Hey, Dean. Aloha, Dean.
What's up, Dean?
But Steve-O's got the best part in this short.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, there you are. All right, ready, Steve-O?
I do have a video where Steve's got like three pits going, and he cooked like over 300 hot dogs, man.
Had the barbecues going, and Nina was in the kitchen unpackaging all the hot dogs, and it's so cool. Nina like puts 3 slits in each hot dog, so then when you barbecue it, it looks like super cool. So she was doing that, bringing out like 20 at a time, and then I'm cooking those, and she would do, and by the time those were done, she'd come out. But we did 300.
Not only that, but think about that, guys. 300 hot dogs.
Hot dog.
That's a lot of freaking hot dogs, man. But that also says, that's a lot of people out there that are homeless. I think all of us should go out and try to help everybody out. I do have a video.
Hot dog.
But think about it. That's 300 hot dogs. Hot dog.
Yeah.
I had to put you in there, Steve-O. That was good stuff.
That was great.
Steve, if you fart in the tent, what happens, dude? You got to get out? I'm just wondering.
I didn't do that.
I'm missing all kinds of chat here. I got to go back. That's funny as hell. Oh, wait. I had it. What else was it I was going to pull up?
That's
right.
said, why did you make 300?
We just came up with 300. That's why. I remember now, because the first video I did, the exposing Hawaii's, I forgot what it's titled, but exposing something, Hawaii's homeless. And when I did, that's when I did it when I hung out with Nick Johnson. And when I did that one and I talked to Joanne, we asked, how many people live in here? And she said it was 300, but I didn't catch that part that it was 300. I thought it was 300. So we're like, let's go feed 300 people. So, but we couldn't have done that.
Go ahead.
We could not have done that without our church, because our church donated. But yeah, there was no way we could have done that.
That's awesome. I was wondering
without
how
the
you
donations.
did that. Yeah.
So because we did a 5 or 6 times after that one, the hot dog one. But it wasn't 300 hot dogs for sure. But yeah, it adds up quick, man. It gets expensive.
I forgot to ask. Whenever y'all did the hot dogs, y'all got rid of every single one?
Yep. Yeah, we didn't. Well, except 6. I kept 6 because I'm selfish. I kept 6 for myself. But besides the 6 that I made sure that I put aside to bring home with me, we handed out every one of them. Yep.
Right on, man.
Listen, Steve, today I was real quick. I was on YouTube and I ran across a flex doing one of his audits. And speaking of the hot dog thing, he's out in front of the Hormel chili factory, and he had a foot-long hot dog in his hand.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that one. That's a good one.
They're like, yeah, you guys are
He's all like,
putting dogs in the meat. We've had it tested. And he's like flinging this hot dog. He's like, here, do you want half of the hot dog? To the security lady. And she's like, no, why would I want half the hot dog? Anyway, I didn't get the chance to finish watching it, but
no, that's a good one. And another really good one is the one he just put out like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And Yeah, that one, it was funny, dude. Like really good.
Just to see him flinging the foot long around, it's just like that is just priceless.
Oh, Indy. Aloha, Indy. Yeah, dude, and the way he's like, because he's got this foot long hot dog, and he's just kind of like, hey.
They're
It's
like,
just all,
what are you doing out here? He's like, I'm investigating because I've heard you put dog meat in your chili. And I said, I got this hot dog and there's dog meat in it. We've had it tested. It's like we're getting a lawyer. Oh, that guy cracks me up.
Dude, yeah, his latest one that he just did like 2 days ago, dude, that one's like really good. And then because even before that, he said he hadn't put out video in a while, but in that one, he said, I spent last 9 hours editing this one.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Dude, I don't know how, like, that would be hard to do because you got to stay in character, you know? And yeah, he does a really good job.
Did you hear they go, well, who told you that there's dog meat in there? And he goes, oh, Grandma sent me over here. Grandma sent me. Yep.
Don't you boys calm down?
You boys
Lord. So, Creek, we never asked you how your week was.
Yeah, what do you got? What'd you do this week? Or what'd you do today?
Today, we went fishing today, and me and my cousin both got schooled by a 3-year-old.
Yes. That's how it goes.
Yeah, he and we was bass fishing. He was fishing with a cork and a worm, and he came home with a lot more fish than me and my cousin did.
What,
we got
bluegill?
spanked by a 3-year-old.
What was he catching? Bluegill?
Bluegill and little perch and stuff.
Oh, perch. Yeah, right on.
Goggle eye.
My cousin in Kentucky, I've been all the time on Facebook. They're always posting catfish. Like that's all they really do in Kentucky. They catch catfish, and they entered this contest. I guess they won first place. They had like a 36-pound catfish. And I think the payout was $1,000. Like $1,000, and your picture in the paper or whatever. And her and her hubby won it. That was pretty cool. But this guy, man, he catches like 6, 7, 8 of those things a week, and I don't know how they eat so much fish.
You never go hungry.
He must be eating it 3 times a day for all the fish I see him catch. But yeah, I think I told you this story, Steve. One time my uncle was down at Kentucky Dam, and that's underneath. It's a big, tall dam, and the water falls over. And my uncle, we were fishing the rapids there, and my uncle throws his line in. And he had like 50-pound, 60-pound test line on there. And he got a bite that pulled him forward like 2-3 feet toward the edge of the water. And so I ran up behind him because he was stumbling forward, and I like bear hugged him from behind. I got my hands around his belly, and I'm digging in my heels, pushing back as hard as I could. And he was too, and he kept pulling us, whatever it was pulling us toward the water, and it finally snapped the line.
Holy shit.
It was at that moment I realized that, in Michigan here, I have not experienced fishing for real at all. Because there's like some monsters. And there's another story I heard from Kentucky Lake at the dam where they opened the floodgate and the divers went down. They wouldn't flow. Like, you know how the water usually blows out and dirt comes out and sediment and sticks?
Right.
Well, the water was like dribbling out. They couldn't figure out why. Well, divers went down there and there were catfish. Catfish were like blocking these 10 by 20 doors. And they said there was catfish as big as Volkswagens.
Dude, they get pretty big, man. We've got the Mississippi River down here, and there's some big ass catfish in there.
Well, the divers, this is the story how it went in the paper. They said that they would no longer ever dive in that lake again because the fish could have swallowed them easily.
Right.
Swallowed them.
I'm sure. I haven't seen them that big, but I can imagine. I mean, I've watched River Monsters a good bit, and they talk about people getting swallowed all the time.
Those Wells catfish or whatever. They get huge. Anyway, they get like 8 to 10 feet and like 500-600 pounds. And when I heard that, I'm like, God, I gotta fish this thing, man. But whatever that was, it pulled us toward the edge. I don't know what that could have been, unless it was like a monster turtle or something. But that was like one of my favorite stories my whole life. I couldn't believe my Uncle Dave was about 300 pounds. I'm like, how is it moving him? What is that? Is it?
I'm actually curious now. Let's see.
Is it Nessie? You know, it's Nessie. You watch Napoleon Dynamite where he's like, our friend Nessie.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that movie. Anyway, so that's the
Have you ever gone?
story.
Well, no, wait. Have you ever gone deep sea fishing, Dave? Or creek?
Yeah,
Both.
yeah. Like I went on a charter
I-
trip and caught some 30-pound king salmon.
Dude, that's what I did that with my stepdad a long time ago. But yeah, same thing. Got a king salmon. Hey, aloha, Neil. Good to see you, brother.
That's the day I found out that I am not okay with waves, and I don't like the ocean on a boat. But it was a bad day. It was 8-foot waves, and I thought the captain was going to ride up and down the waves, you know, but instead he was going like parallel to the waves. So the boat was rocking right to left over and over and over all day, and man, felt like I was going to chuck all day. The only time I didn't feel sick was when there was a fish on, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm just pulling the fish in. But once I got the fish in, all the excitement went back out. I turned pale again and was going to puke.
So the record for the biggest catfish ever caught in the United States, the current state that's got the record is Virginia, and it's a blue cat, and the record stands at 143 pounds. That's a that's a big fish.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like 300-400 pounds, I don't think it's catchable, really, right? Because they don't make
they're catchable.
Well with the right line, right? Like shark line.
Right. You'd have to use steel leaders or something like that.
Yeah. You seen the wolffish that Jeremy Wade caught, right? The one with the teeth that are like 3 inches long and sharp. The wolffish. I'll pull it up.
I've never even
I
heard of it.
don't know what. Me neither. I don't know.
I'll never ever swim in that water, though, I'll tell you.
Dude, I'll never forget when the first time I went deep sea fishing here. I don't know what it was. It was my 37th birthday or something like that. 36th, 37th. I don't know. But we went out and I caught a marlin. And dude, that was insane, man. It was just absolutely insane. I wish I could find the picture, man, because the picture's crazy too. And the one dude that took the picture was way up high on the boat, look like down, and we're all standing there, and this marlin was bigger than all of us put together with that
That's
huge
amazing.
spear. Dude, it was.
Check this out here.
I like watching them guys going to catch them them big ass tuna fish.
This is the wolffish right here.
Oh
Oh
hell.
my god, I would not go swimming there either. Shit.
Let's see if I can make that big.
There.
Yeah, I mean, look at his arm and then look at the teeth. They're longer than his fingers.
Oh, that thing he'd be armless.
It's scary, man. I'm like, what? Swimming in that water. They're bathing in that water.
Man.
Well, it's like them people that go and stick their damn arms in a catfish hole, man. That's insane.
Isn't that nuts? That is nuts.
Screw that. You know, I'm a country boy just like everyone else down here, but we use pool noodles for big catfish like that. We pull them up off the top Kind of, they call them jugs, jug fishing. But sticking my arm in a hole and I don't know what's inside of it, yeah, no.
Exactly.
You can
Especially
have
with
that.
snakes and whatnot. Like when I was in Louisiana Creek, we were setting trot lines. I was in Shreveport. We did trot lines, come back the next day to see what was on them. And there's all kinds of snakes, copperheads, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
in the water too. People don't think they can swim. Them snakes are in the water, brother.
Oh, yes, indeed.
No snakes in Hawaii.
They're hunting fish in Louisiana, man. It's like I remember seeing a wasp nest that was like bigger than 4 basketballs put together in the middle of a bush in the bayou. And I was
Yeah,
like, God, if I touch that, I'm literally gonna die. And there's
that's what's so
alligators.
dangerous. That's what's so dangerous about kayak fishing, man.
Yeah, especially with the alligator.
If you go out and I mean, it's not even that really. They're all more scared of you than you are of them. But like, just say if you're kayak fishing, all right, and it's a windy day, you don't have to be paddling or anything, man. That wind will take you and move you all over the place. And if you're fishing and at the same time you're not paying attention, and the wind blows you into a bush or something, there could be a snake sitting in that bush. There could be a wasp nest sitting in that bush or whatever. And
You've seen them the size I'm talking about, right?
oh, yes, indeed.
They're enormous. I just remember seeing it and thinking, if I hit that, I'm dead.
Jump in the water, friend. Jump in the water.
Yeah, there was alligators along the bank. So I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but anyway, I didn't want to go back down the bayou.
This is the one you were talking about, right, Dave?
Let's see. Yeah.
Changing diapers, and Donald Trump, he's not going to win. So I'm not worried about interviews and, press conferences. I don't.
It is so good, man.
I know, it's so good. You should have let the guy talk.
This reminds me, I just want to say to everyone in chat, please hit the like button. Everybody else does. Everybody knows it's tremendous to hit the like button. So hit the like button.
And when I hit
share it
the like
out.
button, I do
Everyone
like
shares it out.
nobody
I
else.
shared it out. Listen. Okay, I shared it out. Baron shared it out. Melania shared it out. We all shared it out. Okay, you should share it out too.
That's right.
Shit.
If you don't share it out, you're un-American.
Don't be un-American.
Where's this one?
Just do it. Do it.
So here's another interesting thing that I've been reading about this week is the bull shark can transition between freshwater and saltwater. And I thought it had to go back and forth, but I guess they've adapted now to where they can literally stay in fresh water.
They've got them in the Mississippi River. We see them all the time.
Bull sharks in the
So that all goes back to Jaws being in the toilet then, because
yes,
everyone used to laugh at me even when I went swimming in a lake. I was afraid of sharks, and they're like, sharks can't swim in fresh water.
I was like that when the seaweed would touch my feet. I would freak out. I didn't like it.
Dude, I was like a little girl. I was, get it off me! Get it off me!
That's why I
What is
couldn't
it?
paddle fast enough, bro. Like, especially like when the water's warm and then you step off that ledge where it goes deep and then it gets cold right away and then it touches you. You're like, oh, I'm right on a shelf, right where the big dude's probably sitting.
I don't know why, man, but I mean, like in the creeks and the rivers and stuff down here, swimming in them, that never bothered me. But like in the ocean, like at the beach and stuff, that shit bothers me. Like,
Oh, no kidding. Let's see. I was looking for that Wells catfish that he caught. So that the one record you gave us, that was just in the United States though, right, Creek?
Right. That was in Virginia.
Oh, I thought you were talking because Neil Hans Dynasty put the world's record for the largest bull shark caught in a river was in 2001, and Malindi, Kenya, when a fisherman caught a 697-pound, 12-ounce shark. However, some say that the largest bull sharks can weigh up to 2,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, they're huge. They're almost great whites. They're big. It says here,
And Richie, aloha, brother. Good to see you, man. Hope you're
hey,
doing good,
Don.
man.
The Mekong giant catfish, Guinness Book of World Records, was 650 pounds. Giant. A team of fishermen in Thailand landed the fish after an hour-long battle.
Golly.
So 650, man.
650 pounds, dude. That's like 5 of me.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, when they said that they could block that door, I was thinking, no way. But, yeah, maybe.
That's freaking massive.
Oh, what is van life at?
How would you even get something like that into a boat?
I think you'd have to drag it out of the water with the boat to shore or something.
Right.
And crane it out, probably, or something.
I mean, that's what they do on them big offshore boats whenever they get them tunas and whatnot.
Oh, you ever watched? Do you know how much a tuna is worth? Those big tuna?
A lot. A lot. A lot. But they say it's hard work doing all that tuna fishing and stuff too.
Just trying to find out. I forget how much they get a pound. I think this one says a 400-pound bluefin tuna is worth just under $50,000.
That's crazy, man.
So that's catching one fish, you get 50 grand.
Shit.
We're all in the wrong businesses, man. I'm telling you.
I know that's right.
Wow, look at this. So I think this is what Van just shared. It says, how much is a trillion? A trillion seconds was 31,688 years ago. America goes $1 trillion in debt every 100 days. How do you know why you must buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin? Wow.
They're
$1
saying
trillion
that silver's going to
seconds.
be more than gold.
$1 trillion seconds was over, like, basically 31,700 years ago. That's crazy.
Be nice in the chat, guys. Be nice in the chat. We love
what
you.
am I missing?
We love you. We love you. Absolutely.
Okay, look, we love everybody, everyone.
Let's stop focusing on having a wrench or not having a wrench and just focusing on what we're talking about.
Yeah, because having a wench is no
Just get
fun.
along, man.
Having multiple wenches is not fun. I mean wrenches.
I know. I feel bad that I have wrenches on, and I haven't really been on anyone's channel in a few weeks, but I feel bad having them when I'm just listening while I'm working because I'm not moderating at all. I just have a wrench and I'm just listening. I'm not even in chat. So is that, you know what? That's quite, I was thinking about this yesterday when I was working. I was listening to Axe and Nacho and they were talking about lurking. Is it still lurking even if you're not in chat, if you're just listening? So you're not even in chat.
Yeah.
You're not reading the chat. You don't even know what anyone in the chat is saying. Is it still lurking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I thought I'd get away with like, I ain't lurking, I'm listening. If I was sitting here and watching and reading the chat and then not saying nothing in chat, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm lurking. But if I'm working and just listening, I'm not lurking.
Whatever.
Boy.
You're thinking too hard about it.
That's how my brain works.
At least it's working.
Right. Hey, no joke. I'm being serious. I'm being literal. Hey, no joke, okay?
Yeah, did you see Biden? He looked like he did 2 8-balls at the DNC.
Dude, he killed me earlier when he was like, "Give me another 8-ball."
I'm fading quick, and I crap my pants.
Oh shit!
Jill,
I
help me.
wiped my butt.
Yeah, Jill, help me. She's like, no, I'm tired of you. No, get Secret Service to do it. That's why they hired off all the nanny age Secret Service.
Oh shit.
I can't talk. I'm laughing too hard. Can you imagine poop dripping down his leg while he's speaking? Especially like when he got real mad. He's like, "Can you believe this?" Oh, shit. Clinton. Oh yeah, go ahead. Play it. I love this. Play it.
Pineapple. That was the safe word.
It's a safe word. Your safe word is dilation. Why is he holding him like that? No idea what that means, John, but okay, buddy. Ay.
John Lavelle, aloha. Jesus loves clean men as much as he hates menstruating women. I don't know what that means either.
John, stay out of the 8-balls. I don't know what to say to that. So Don caught a really big bull shark. An 8'3" Oh, okay, 8'3" shark that weighed 830 pounds.
Don used to do a lot of offshore fishing.
Nice. Don sounded like he had a really good life.
Oh, look, that's how he got it in. Had to drag it in on the side of the
Buoy
bow.
or bow? Okay.
Bow.
I'll have to look that one up because I'm not the spelling genius. The bow.
I don't even know if that's the right way to spell it. I don't even know how to spell it.
I don't think we learned that in school.
I would figure you would spell it like bow, but it would be pronounced the bow of the boat.
I know this. I just can't think of it. But yeah, the bow.
I think it is BOW, but I'm looking it up. Yeah. The BOW is the forward part of the hull of a ship or boat. Oh, earlier I read this thing. It says, how come the word longevity there's only one G in it, but you enunciate the G twice. I didn't get it at first till I said it a few times. But if you say long and then jevity, it's like there's 2 G's in that word.
You mean longevity?
Yeah, it's so random that I'm telling you about it, but it just blew my mind. Like everything's a lie, man.
Oh, like if you was to say longevity.
Longevity, yeah. And like remember
Right.
I before E except after C?
Right.
That's also a lie.
Yeah, it is. I before. Yeah, because then every time I do that, I'd be like, wait, before you accept after, and then I would do that, and it'd be like, you totally spelled that word wrong. Be like,
And it
put the
don't look
I's
right.
before the E. What the fuck,
I'm just
man?
like, screw it.
Hey,
Time.
timed up. Aloha. Good to see you.
What's up, Don?
Yeah, I didn't do very well in English class. I didn't like English. I aced math, science, history, geography, but not so much in
Dude,
the English class.
I did so good in high school that I never made it past 9th grade.
Same,
But I
bro.
did get my GED. So
I got kicked out of 3 schools, dropped out in 10th grade, and still went to college for a year.
yeah. Well, I technically I dropped out in 10th grade, but I should have been in 10th grade, but I was still in 9th. So
Now,
technically I dropped out 10th grade, but then again, technically I dropped out in 9th grade.
I have a gripe with this. I got to talk about it real quick. I got kicked out of 3 schools. Now, when you tell somebody that, they're like, oh, you must have been some real terrible kid or whatever, right? But if you had ADHD when you were a young kid and you were smart, say they gave you a test, it's supposed to take 45 minutes, it took you 20 minutes and you were done, you had to sit the rest of the period quietly, and you were smarter than some of the rest of the kids, and you just couldn't sit there, man.
Right.
Just bored out of your mind. And like, I think that ADHD students need hands-on work, more space, like pictures and books and videos, and that's how we learn. Like, I can look at a picture and build you what I see, but if I read the directions, it'd take me 3 times as long.
Yeah, for me to actually learn something, dude. I mean, school wise, I've never really lacked in all that, but whenever it came to doing something, like I was talking about this the other night, like cooking wise, I can read the directions on something and be like, what the fuck, and just be like stuck. But if I'm sitting there and somebody's like actually showing me and I'm hands on, that's I learn 10 times better than I would sitting there reading directions. And
I think that's part of the problem in America is like, if I take the kids, like the grandkids, I take them up north and there's 50 acres to run and 4-wheelers and horses, and they're stimulated, man. It's filling all their needs. They run all day. At night, they're so tired that they sleep through the night. But when we're in the city, they don't sleep. They have behavioral problems. It's like they don't have enough room to run. We were never meant to all be like in these little boxes all jammed up together in these little neighborhoods. That's what I think part of the problem is. And they don't make school for ADHD kids. They make school for the rest of the kids. ADHD kids should be separate and learn differently, I think, because they medicated me until I was a zombie and I fell asleep on my desk, and they were happy just because I would shut up.
I was talking about that the other night too. They put me on Adderall, man, and my grandmother seen it, and she said I was like a completely different kid. I wasn't myself, and she put a stop to the shit, and got me off of all that. And
I was on Ritalin back in the day, and
Ritalin was the Adderall before Adderall came out.
Yeah, and they used to give me my pill, and I used to spit it down the drinking fountain every day. Like, go get a drink. Here's your pill, right down in the hole. Because, man, it made me feel like I needed to go to sleep. And I wasn't learning that way. Like, if a kid is smarter, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to push him up a grade, right? Or put him in an advanced class. You don't just say, oh, well, you are, you're a disruption to the class, so we're going to put you out in the hall or whatever.
yeah,
it's just stupid that you get lost in the cracks. And then, Benjamin Franklin, if you read his story, he got kicked out of school. A lot of the inventors didn't make it in school.
Right. I mean, and that reminds me too, even me, even though I technically only have a 9th grade education, but 3 years later, when I was supposed to graduate, is when I went and took my GED test, and I passed it with a C+ average. So, and I just did the basically at first half of the year of 9th grade education, and after that, I didn't pay attention no more. And then I started the next year, but I was still in 9th grade, and then I dropped out. Didn't study or anything, but still passed with the C+ average. So,
and it's like now I can build okay, all these people that graduated, no offense, I'm glad you did, and I hope you're successful. But a lot of my friends, they're working at Burger King. No offense if you work at Burger King, everyone needs to work, but just saying, a lot of those guys that were super successful with straight A's and all that, they weren't making what I was making.
Right.
And I can build a house. I can read a blueprint. Nobody taught me. I taught myself. I can do electrical, plumbing, drywall, and build anything. Steve, you can fix pretty much anything plumbing.
Exactly, man. They don't teach all these kids basic life skills, like shit that you're actually gonna need in life.
Why don't they teach kids how to use credit cards and how to build credit when they're 15 and how to build up their profile, and show them what life really is. Show them what builds
they
up.
teach kids how to write in cursive.
Yeah, they stopped that now. There's no cursive.
Exactly. I don't get that. So what? Now their signatures, they're going to be doing it printing
Hey
their name.
Hey man, whoa, dude, whoa.
I was forced to take Japanese for 2 years.
Are you serious?
I can't remember anything except for I can remember sake because it's like beer. But other than that, 2 years wasted.
You seriously had to learn Japanese?
Yeah. And I was in school with Italians, Arabic, and there was no Chinese. Yeah, Italians and Arabs and Spanish, and they made me take Japanese. It was like a requirement.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Boy, it's a good thing I never got that class because nobody would have been able to learn anything in there while I was in there. I can tell you, it'd been a big shit show.
Did you guys, when you were kids, did your teacher, when you were bad, did you go to the office and I got spanked by the gym teacher or the principal with an actual paddle.
Yep.
Well, when I went to Catholic school until the middle of 7th grade. So up until the middle of 7th grade, let's just say I had bloody knuckles a lot from the ruler. I used to get the ruler across my knuckles. And the ruler with that metal thing along the side, so when you draw the line with the ruler, it had that metal, those rulers, that shit sucked.
In school, I wasn't worried about getting my ass whooped at school. Because after I got done getting my ass whooped at school, I had to go home and get my ass whooped again. So that's what I was worried about.
Exactly.
You remember Mr. Nauberg, Dave?
Yeah, I liked Mr. Nauberg.
I remember when Randy Hydrusko just passed, and I was like, I decided to skip class. I just walked out of the classroom, or kind of snuck out because the teacher didn't notice, but I walked out but kind of snuck out. And then I was in the hallway, and then it was before Mr. Nauberg became a principal, and he was walking, and right away, you know how he was like a hard ass, like everyone respected him and looked up to him, and he was a real man,
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he's like, "What are you doing in the hallway?" And da da da. And I just snapped and I freaking punched the locker. And I was like, "Fuck you!" And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble now, dude." And then I used Randy Hydrusko like an asshole as my excuse. He was like, "What did you just da da da?" And I'm just like, "Hey, look, man, I'm just I'm just really upset because Randy. And then I didn't get in any trouble. But that was a dick move on my part. I shouldn't have used somebody's life as an excuse, but
I'm not sure, Van, if you're asking me how much it takes to make a 90 and a 3/4 inch pipe, or not sure exactly what you're asking.
wait, what? What do you?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
when you
what's the
bend
take?
pipe. Yeah, when you bend pipe, like if you're gonna run pipe on the wall and then run wire through it,
What's
you
the
got to
take
make
up on that?
90s and stuff, and sometimes you
I
got to make
don't know.
little bends.
If I don't know shit about electrical, and I don't want to. So if you're asking me, I don't know. But
That's just what have you experienced? You know what I mean? Like I worked for a handyman company, and I came in. They're like, "Hey, can you do this?" I'm like, "Yep." "Can you do electrical?" "Yep." "Can you do drywall?" "Yep." "Are you good at all of it?" "Yep." "Okay." And then they give me a job to go put a 3-way switch in. I didn't know what I was doing. I knew the basics of electricity, so I told the customer I'll be back. I'm having my lunch and I'm going to pick up parts. And by the time I got back, I had a working knowledge of how to put the 3-way switch in because I had went to the electric shop, read their diagrams, and figured it out. By the time I got back, I installed it by code, and that was that. I mean, sometimes I was there 2-3 hours trying to figure out what I did wrong, and usually it was something stupid like I didn't know that you tied all the whites together, all the neutrals. I didn't know that back then, but you learn, live and learn. But I never said no when they said, "Do I know how to do something? Can you go on this job?" I said yes.
yep, I remember when I was. Yeah, me too. Now, I mean, dude, that one contractor I do work for, he uses like 2 or 3 other plumbers, and he only calls me when his other plumbers say, "Oh, this is above my head, man. This is too much for me," or this is, And then so every job I get for this guy, I know it's gonna fucking be like, man. But I love that shit because then, and half the time it's really not even that hard. So I'm like, dude, who are these other clowns you're using? But yeah, but same thing when I was 20, 19, 20, and I remember I had that 92 Ford Ranger and living in Taylor,
Yeah.
and I was making good money at the time, but then again, I was partying a lot, so I was still broke. And the starter went out. I knew nothing about cars, nothing at all. And there was no way I could pay a mechanic to do it. So I figured it out and I changed the starter. And it only cost me like $40 at the time.
I've done all my own auto repairs and like
Same thing ever since. Anything with my car. Even now, I need to change the oil on my van. But yeah.
My wife blew up her engine one time. It had a slow oil leak. She wasn't aware of it. I checked it. I put 2 quarts in, thought it was good. It was like 4 or 5 days later when it seized. And I found her. We didn't have any money, man. We were growing up. We didn't have a lot. So I found a used engine with like 30,000 miles on it. My buddy had a garage. I took my truck to the yard, paid the guy the $500 for the engine. He dropped it in my bed. We craned it out, pulled my other one out, took the van completely apart, disconnected the trans, all the line. I had to mark them all with tape. It's huge, but if you go slow, you can do it. And I ended up putting another engine and trans in her truck, and it ran for 80,000 miles or so, and then we got something else. But that's how we survived.
I was very smart to do, man, because if you don't mark what goes where, you're gonna play hell.
And do a video too. Like if you're ever taking anything apart and you know that it's gonna, just take a little video. Say I'm taking the orange apart from the yellow, number 1, and this is how it goes back together, and this is how you know this piece is that because it's got a little mark on it or whatever. and you talk to yourself in your video, and you just follow it on the way back. It's easy. I mean, it took me 3 weeks to do it because I'd never done it before, but I was amazed it even ran when I was finished. But yeah, I mean, when you don't have nothing, you do what you got to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
And work comes in, you know, Steve, as well as I do. You take it.
Yep. Yep. That dude, that's what blows my mind too, because like I'll get work out on the west side, which is like Y&I. And for some reason, dude, a lot of companies and
Hey, Bonnie's.
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie's, aloha, Bonnie's. But yeah, a lot of companies and even dudes that work for companies but do side work also. There's, oh, I'm not going to Y&I. It's like, why? So anytime I get a job out there, everyone just praises me as if it's your business. Aloha, brother. Good to see you.
As if.
But every time I go out there, they just pray, like, oh, I'm just so glad you came out. Nobody comes out here. And I'm like, why? The work comes in, take it. A job's a job. So what if it's like, oh, well, traffic out? I'm like, no, traffic sucks going out there. If you go out there after 2 p.m., just don't go out there after 2 p.m.
Everybody
Traffic
told
won't
me
suck.
not to work in Detroit, man, but their money was greener and they always paid. The people I
Yep.
had problem with was always the rich people. The poor people
Yeah.
always paid you, man. They paid you cash.
Yep. Well, that you do got to be careful though, because you remember the story about Rob, right? I don't want to say his last name, but a dude I used to work with at Metro Installation,
Yeah.
and he had a brother named Steve,
Mm-hmm.
and so Rob went to work that day, and he had his brother Steve with him as his helper,
Oh,
and
yeah.
in Detroit, and the lady paid cash, but the lady was like, "Oh, you got to come in through the back door," and the back door was so they had to park in like the alley.
I remember that. Yep.
As soon as he got done working, she had the cash. And then Rob and Steve were walking to the van, and there was a car parked in front of his van and behind his van, and he was just blocked in, so he couldn't leave. And they literally beat him to an inch of his life. And it was all set up by the homeowner to get her money back.
Oh my God.
You remember my cousin Danny, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My cousin Danny gets a wild hair in his butt to go to the casino at 12:30 at night down to MGM. He stops for gas on the way there on Michigan Avenue. I'm talking about in the middle of like 1 o'clock.
I know. I know where you're talking. Yep.
These guys followed him, started, screwing with him there. He got in the car and left. They followed him. And he went to do a U-turn because he missed a turn. And when he went down the side street, they got him on the side street. They blocked him in. They made him get naked. They pistol whipped him. They stole the car and all his money and left him naked in the middle of Detroit at like 1
Good
o'clock
time
in the
to
morning.
be packing, man.
1 o'clock in the morning. He had to go and knock on people's doors in the middle of Detroit in the dark, naked,
Butt naked.
to ask for the police to come and help him get home.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's a real story, man. You know Danny.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Danny he's not a punk, like Danny can hold his own.
Yeah. And another time he you know how like when you're older you remember your buddies growing up? Well, he ran into a couple of his buddies who he used to run with. Well, they weren't very nice guys, turns out. And he loaned the guy $20 for something, and the guy didn't pay him, so he got in his face 3 weeks ago about $20. And when he got in his face, the guy stabbed him in the gut.
Damn.
Yep, and Danny ended up in the hospital bleeding. His kidney was bleeding. Yeah, he was a mess, man. That's why we try to tell people it's different when you grow up in Detroit and stuff. They think you're paranoid, but it's like, no, we've been through some crazy stuff, man. If you hear a noise, you better check it because you don't know.
Real quick, I just gotta say something to van life.
Yeah.
Get your ass to bed, dude. Somebody has to keep America running, and if you don't go to bed, who's gonna do it?
Are you talking about it?
Seriously, I love you, Van. And
It's almost
thank
like
you
an
for having me.
hour ago.
I think Van. Are
No,
you
he
talking
came
about
back, said he
Go
came
ahead.
back, said he couldn't sleep. Yeah.
He's talking about an offset. I'm not sure if he's talking about bend and pipe, but I think that was a 15-degree bend. You know, you guys know how a pipe will run down the wall, and then when it gets to the electrical box, it'll come off the wall an inch, and then so it can go into the box.
Right.
It's called an offset. I think that's what
Right.
you're asking me. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh no, I was gonna say, Dean. Yeah, dude, I worked in Chicago for I don't know 4 months, 6 months, but I used to drive every Monday morning. I would drive to Chicago. It was a 4-hour drive, and I worked for Murray's Auto Parts. And what it was is O'Reilly's just bought out Murray's, so they were transitioning all the Murray's into O'Reilly's, and I was on the construction crew. So every Monday I would leave early, drive Chicago, 4-hour drive, get there at noon, go straight to work for like 4 hours, get off, and the company paid for the hotel and everything for the week. Plus we got the per diem or whatever. Dude, I love that job, man. But it was in Chicago and we were in the hood too. But I love that job, man. It was fun. All right, Ed. Much love, brother. I'll get a hold of you later, man. Much love, Ed. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. With cables, it's called a service loop. Oh, shit.
Service.
Oh, Van says 30 degrees, Dave.
Yeah, I thought it was 15, but yeah.
You were wrong.
You go out 30 and then straight, and then it goes to 30. No, it stays straight. Stays straight. Yeah, it's been a long time since I bent pipe. Bend and pipe is like
But I
more
also want
industrial
to
stuff.
say, aloha, Danny, since you came in a while ago and we were so
Yeah.
into our conversation, I didn't get a chance to say hi.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on? How's your week been, Danny?
Huh?
How's your week been?
Been all right. Been busy.
Creek said he caught a whole mess of, the 3-year-old caught a whole mess of fish.
Yep.
I got smoked.
When's the fish fry?
Well, for him, that boy's eating all of his fish. I don't think he's going to share with Uncle Dev.
He's not going to share. That's wrong.
Oh, dude, and by the way, Creek.
Share this. Check him out.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Sun, yeah, it's a sun. What is it called? A sun perch?
Sun perch, yeah.
Yeah, sun perch.
We had more fun watching him catch fish than the whole trip.
Right, man. Yeah, I remember,
Creek,
man. Thanks.
I rewatched your show or your stream from last night because I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock.
Did you see
So when I got
sang?
home and I was cleaning out my van, I turned that on and was watching it. And the next video I'm making is of Ronnie singing that song he sang a cappella.
Right on.
Dude, that was
great.
Dude,
Wait,
I stopped cleaning my van and I had to stop and like start it over again. And I was just like, wow, dude, that was amazing.
Yes.
We're talking about Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie. Yep. Yeah, I'll pull it up because I want everyone else to see it too, just if they weren't there.
That's nice, man.
It was awesome to see Ronnie singing, man. It's been a while, so
he's singing,
and he did it freaking a cappella. I don't think he's ever done that before.
I'm assuming it was a country song.
Yeah. It was
And I know it's at the 50-minute mark, so I know exactly where it's at, so I can find it real fast.
I'd have never thought Ronnie would sing, but hey, I'm glad. I mean, I never thought I would sing either. If you want to call what I do singing.
I can't remember what it was, but we couldn't find the karaoke version of it for him. So he was like, "Well, screw it, I'll do it a cappella."
Yeah,
don't care. That's good.
You would ask that, Johnny Horton.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
It's a little bit for most y'all time, but I was just a little guy when I first heard it, so it's a pretty old song.
All right, brother. Well, do what you do, my friend.
All right, if I can remember the words to it, because I'm serious. I came up here cold as a frog tonight, so y'all forgive me if I sound worse than usual, which I don't know how that could possibly be.
Oh man, we already know you can be singing, friend.
Gonna be singing. I heard you singing, swinging. You was swinging, Creek. And you got one of my songs, and Joe got that.
Fucking love you, Ronnie. If you're listening, Ronnie, I fucking love you, man. I hope you feel better, dude.
The other one hurt.
Yeah.
But y'all both done a darn good job, so right on.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm just glad to have you up singing.
Well, we're gonna try that one anyway.
Yes,
So
sir.
here we go. You sure you're ready? All right. Let's sing it. The battle was over at Custer's last stand, and taps were sounding for all the brave men, while one lone survivor, wounded and weak, Comanche, the brave horse, lay at the general's feet. Though you are silent, your deeds did speak loud. If your buddies could see you, I know they'd be proud. The symbol of bravery at the Little Bighorn. Poor old Comanche, your battle scarred and torn. Comanche, you fought hard. Comanche, you tried. You were a good soldier, so hold your head up high. For even the bravest sometimes must fall. Poor old Comanche, you gave your all. I think that's it.
Very nice, Ronnie.
Right on. Look, Ronnie
That was
Cash
good.
don't even need no music backing him up.
Exactly, dude. Tell me that wasn't freaking awesome, man.
Great, man.
Loved it. Loved it.
Awesome.
Blue Jay Outpost, aloha. Good to see you. And Van Life, that's awesome, dude. I can't do the vape thing. I choke. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's different. I can't when I try to inhale, I'm just like, ugh. It's like the first time smoking a cigarette.
I still feel like the vapes are just so bad, man. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No offense, man, but and I tell this one here all the time. She smokes and vapes, and we don't know what we know what cigarettes and stuff do. And I quit myself. I do still smoke one here and there whenever I'm drinking, but I'm not smoking a pack or 2 packs a day anymore. And I'm with you. I feel a lot better. But my thing with the vapes is that we don't know what they're gonna do to us, and
Yeah, it's one of those things. They're still too new to know the actual effects. You know?
Right.
I've heard of popcorn lung. That's the only thing I heard.
I've heard of that too.
What?
But then again, I've heard that if you drink too much milk, that's bad for you. So isn't everything bad for you? What's up, Red Pill? Aloha, brother Ken.
Too much of a good thing is not always a good thing.
Right.
What up, Ken?
Ken, what's going on, Ken?
Oh man, I've been holding that in for so long.
Steve.
But watch yourself.
Better change your
No,
pants.
yeah, me, dude. As if we are in the same boat, brother. We got a lot in common because I did too. Hundreds of dollars I bought, and then the first one I got, I was thinking, oh, maybe it's the liquid shit you refill it with. Maybe that was just too strong or this, and I spent so much money trying to different ones, and no matter what, anytime I try to inhale, now like this is a CBD. Just CBD, no THC, no nicotine, no nothing, just CBD. This I can inhale and it's fine. But the vape ones are supposed to have nicotine in it to help you quit smoking, right? But the ones with nicotine in it, I can't inhale those ones. Even though I smoke Newport and can hotbox a cigarette and not choke once, but
Newport supposedly have fiberglass in them, but I don't know. That's what
that's what I heard too.
Well, I believe the fiberglass is like in all of the inside of the filters.
Why don't you boys calm down?
Calm your ass down.
I'm so confused at what just happened.
Starting to sound like my old lady. Calm your ass down. Okay. Look, folks, you need to calm down. Okay. We're not going to get anywhere. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. I'm proud of Ronnie,
Doesn't that
man.
make
That's
you
all I
gay?
can say.
No, me too, man. Ronnie, if you're listening, even if you're not listening, I fucking love you, dude.
Yeah,
and I hope you're feeling better, man. And you rocked that song for sure.
Oh, dude, it was so funny last night, man. Craig the Hunter came in, and so Ronnie and Craig was in the chat, and Ronnie's like, Craig, if you go up and sing, I'll go up and sing, and then all of a sudden, Ronnie asked he emailed me for the link, and so he got up on panel, and he's like, all right, where you at, Craig?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and then Craig says stuff like, my wife wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Look at that there, Steve.
What's that?
Y'all calm down before I get on the fan.
But calm your ass down. Hey, Lauren Price.
No, I love you.
More easy wider than easy rider.
Eat that popcorn. Hey, send me some of that popcorn, brother.
That shit was good.
You get some Detroit popcorn. I'll send you some. Give me somewhere to
popcorn does
send it.
look
I'll
good.
send you the Detroit
Y'all had
popcorn
this?
factory. No, I never had it.
It is pretty
It looks
good.
good, though.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve, right? Detroit Popcorn Company.
Yep. Yep.
You guys ever heard, Creek, you ever heard of Better Made chips? Or is that just a Michigan thing?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Oh, good night, Danny. Much love and aloha.
You don't have those where you are, Steve, right? Better Mades.
No, but wait, I don't know. But I was just thinking because you said that, and Creek said no, he's never heard of it, and I was like, I thought they were everywhere, but I never thought of it. I'm gonna have to pay attention next time. I don't think we do. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, I meant to ask you because I read this morning there was another earthquake over there on the Big Island. Did you hear about that in the middle of the night? 2 in the morning or something. It was like a 4.5.
Yeah.
So you didn't feel it then?
No, yeah, we're way too far away from the Big Island.
They
If
said you
if
guys
they
are
had a huge
warm.
earthquake, the only way it would affect us is we'd probably get like a small tsunami or something.
Yeah. That's what I thought, Ken. Yeah, that's what I thought. They said you guys might get like a tropical storm type system coming through. So keep your eye on the
Right.
weather. I don't know when that's coming, but it was rotating out there in the ocean. You guys don't get hurricanes and crap, right?
Nope.
Typhoons, none of that stuff.
But Nina's oldest daughter lives on the Big Island, so
And she
Right.
must slept through it.
right. But that's the thing about the Big Island, though. They call it the Big Island for a reason, because it's so big that all the other islands could fit inside of the Big Island, and there'd still be room left over. So
Wow.
the Big Island is big.
Is that what they call the mainland?
No, you guys are on the mainland. So when they talk about the mainland, they're just talking about the rest of America.
Okay. Yeah, because I was telling you about that series that I've been watching, the NCIS Hawaii. I didn't know if you ever checked it out or not, but I heard them talking about that, and I was like, well, shit, where is that in Hawaii?
No, it's not. When they're talking about the mainland, they're just talking about the rest of America. Like what you see on the map, that's the mainland.
Yeah, Steve, you guys got a pretty decent weather system coming in the next couple of days over there. It's a tropical storm watch for the Big Island. First tropical cyclone in the Central Pacific in 2024. Anyway, I thought everything now, because you live in Hawaii, everything I see with Hawaii, I was thinking you right away. And I'm like, I don't think they get that kind of weather.
All right. Well, that's the weird thing too, because there's 9? I don't even know for sure. There's like 9 islands. And so aloha, Southern Sown and Grown. Good to see you. And Steven Skibba. Aloha.
Wendy.
But with all the islands, and then everyone's like, when something happens and it makes the news, then everyone's like, oh, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, or this happened. And I'm like, oh, different island. Didn't even, which I understand, because, most people think Hawaii, it's Hawaii, but it's also 9 separate islands, and those islands are far apart from each other and different sizes. And so you could have a hurricane on the Big Island and it'd be blue skies and sunny and beautiful day here. And,
Well, I mean, it's like, we're the island you're on, man. Shit, I've seen you do like, I've heard of you talking about, it's a couple hours
that's what it is.
from
Nina.
So, I mean, it's a pretty big island.
Yeah, well, it's a decent size. Not, I mean, compared to the Big Island, it's not, but it's the most populated island, but also one of the smallest islands. And hello, baby. But yeah, like Nina says, that's what it is. The 9th island is Vegas. That's what everyone in Hawaii calls the 9th wonder of the world or whatever. Vegas. It's their second home.
I don't know why people want to live there. I'd never want to live there. It's overcrowded. It's just, I mean, I would like to visit, but I wouldn't like to live there.
I wouldn't want to live there. One of Nina's sisters moved there.
From Hawaii?
Yeah, from Hawaii. They used to live like in the same subdivision as us, like 2 blocks away.
Hey, Nina.
And then they sold their house and moved to Vegas. And we even said, hey, don't sell the house, like rent it out, Airbnb or something, or rent it out. But they sold it, moved to Vegas, and they're still there, still in Vegas.
If you guys aren't subbed to Nina, her link is in the chat there.
Most definitely.
Yeah, if you're not subbed to my wife, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You're not welcome.
Take that 8-ball snorting Biden with you.
Yeah.
Go on now, get.
Why don't you boys calm down?
Okay, look, I told him, you don't subscribe to my wife, don't even subscribe to me. It's not worth it. It's not. Don't even waste your time.
I'm so confused at what just happened.
That's because you keep voting for Biden. Of course you're confused. Everyone would be confused if you vote for Biden. I told them, but nobody listens.
I told him in a way no one's ever told him. Nobody can tell him like me.
I'm not even joking.
Right. He's like, I'm so excited to be here talking to you. I just did an 8-ball and I got poop running down my leg. But I'm going to finish.
I wipe my butt. I mean, I poop my pants. I mean, I wipe my butt.
I can't let Oprah down. Gotta let it run. Thanks, Cindy.
Oh man. You think
I hurt myself today.
You just can't let Oprah down.
See if I still feel. I focus on the pain. The only thing that's true. Dude, that was crazy about last night too, Creek, when I was rewatching your stream. Who was it? Joe Norman.
Yeah.
Sang that song. And I know that's one of Ronnie's favorite songs. And then right when Joe was almost done, then Ronnie came up. And I was like, I know Ronnie was probably wanting to sing that one.
Right. He was like, well, Creek done sang one of my songs. Joe done sang one of my songs. I'll do that.
My son sent that as a joke earlier today. He sent me on Messenger. He said, he goes, I went golfing twice in a row, 2 days in a row. And then right at the end of it, he played, I hurt myself today. You know, because we're getting older. The second day, we can't golf. We need a day to have some Tylenol and rest. Yeah, you know, he's getting older. He's 30, bro. If you can believe it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Damon's 31. So, yeah, crazy to think about, right?
Anything, man.
You know what that means, Dave?
Don't say it.
We old. We old
man.
crackers. We some old crackers, man. We some old crackers.
Wait, here we
go. I'm 30, man. Now
I'm sad now.
Yeah, you're only as old as your brain lets you be.
Give it to
Because
the
I'm
white guy.
forever 27.
I wish.
I am. You manifest it. I'm
So when's
27.
your dad coming?
October. In like a month and a half.
Sweet.
What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna go out, smash some grub, go to the beach? Since the weather never changes. Here we're going to the fall, you know what I mean?
Definitely going to the beach. My dad, because with his gout and arthritis and all that shit, salt water is like good for him. So
I've never in my entire life seen your dad not have a tan. Never.
right, even in the wintertime too, which is funny. But real quick, shout out to Southern Sewn and Grown. Thank you. You rock.
You better
Awesome! Holy moly!
That's right, brother.
Nice.
Wow,
whenever Napoleon Dynamite would.
I know he does. But and from Tennessee, right on, because my cousin lives in Tennessee, or is my dad's brother's daughter. So my first cousin, Kelly, shout out to Kelly, that grew up in Detroit, also Metro Detroit, moved to Tennessee, and she loved it there so much that even my dad's brother and my aunt moved there and that are still there. So
you guys don't mind, smash that like button.
Do you see Southern's comment?
Yeah.
Where's
Micro, yeah, I know. I'm still trying to get a hold of that dude. I've been hounding that guy.
The emails are so small you can't read them. His phone is.
You know, I told him earlier. I said, hit the like button. We've all done it. It's fun. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous feeling. It's amazing if you hit the like button. They all liked it. Everyone that hit it, they said, you know what? It was beautiful. It was a great thing. Let's make hitting the like button great again.
Need some ranch. I need some ranch, Wendy.
Right. Oh, that you just reminded me that we were talking about earlier about the potato chips, but yeah, like what about like Faygo? What y'all know about Faygo?
I know they spray that shit all over a concert and whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if it wasn't for Insane Clown Posse,
Right.
that everyone thinks that doesn't live in Michigan, when they think Faygo, they think Insane Clown Posse. But no, Faygo was like a soda brand, but Insane Clown Posse kind of made it more popular. But it's a Michigan-based soda. It's actually pretty good too.
I watched the thing.
Yep,
y'all
Steven Skibber. Yep.
Y'all know who Yellow Wolf is?
Oh yeah, I like Yellow Wolf. Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
So Yellow Wolf was doing this interview, and
Don't make me go pop the trunk.
he said that
Go
he
ahead.
went to the gathering of the Juggalos or whatever, and he said he went out and he's like starting his song, and he said they got people like throwing shit at him and this and that, and he's like trying to dodge them, and he's moving all around the stage and shit. And he's like, they got people shooting off Faygo bottles at him and shit. Well, he's like, he starts singing, and he's like, I started like feeling stuff like hit me. He's like, I felt like I was getting stung by bees. And they got these Juggalo guys over there in the corner shooting him with airsoft guns.
I'm scared to ask what this means. I'm scared right now, Neil.
I don't even want to know.
Why does your finger hurt?
You lightly touch it.
That reminds me of my dad used to tell me when I was a kid, and I'd be like, oh man, it hurts when I do this. And my dad would be like, well, don't do that.
Right. My mom. Same with my mom. I'd say that it hurts when I push on it. Well, why are you pushing on it? As the mom always says.
I'm so confused at what just happened.
Oh my God. Like, why would they even say that? I just like totally hooked to it. Oh my gosh.
Just so you all know, we're all glad you guys showed up tonight. I'd like to thank you.
Absolutely glad everyone showed up. And even I know there's Ronnie. We were just talking about you. Your nose must have been itching, or your ears must have been ringing, or however the hell that saying goes.
Beautiful specimen of a man.
But I'm gonna repeat what I said when we were talking about you, Ronnie. I was playing a video and I paused it and I said, Ronnie, if you're listening, man, just know that I fucking love you, dude, and I hope you fucking feel better, man. But now you're gonna have to go back and watch the whole show, Ronnie, to find out everything we said about you.
Yeah. We'd like you to come up here and sing us a song, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you coming to hang out last night, Ronnie. It's been forever since I got to hear you sing. So sang, I mean,
He was singing.
he was.
No, he was singing. He wasn't singing last night. He was singing.
He
was
done an
singing
8 ball and he was singing.
I think he was singing.
If you want an 8 ball, just call Biden. We watched him earlier. He was hot.
No joke. No joke. No joke, folks. I only had 4. I only have four 8 balls. Only 4.
Yeah, 4 8 balls, he'd be dead.
Not if you're Biden.
Unalived.
That'll get you through the morning.
He just grabs his pants every snort. You know, just yo, get the Secret Service. I'm not sure if I put the Depends on. Give me another 8 ball.
What happened to the crab's pants? I gotta snort the crab from my pants to get. What's going on?
Did you see where they brought this conservative person on CNN, and then they're like, "What do you think about Camilla?" And the conservative person said Camilla wrong, and all 7 people attacked the conservative.
Dude, I was watching. Dude, this is funny because I was gonna say something earlier because I noticed when you say Camilla,
yeah,
and then I say Kamala,
yeah, Kamala.
and then they say Kamala,
Kamala,
and it's like tomato, potato, motherfucker.
Exactly.
But yeah, that CNN thing, they went off on that conservative lady because they're like, you're just being now you're doing it on but when they were saying it, I was like, well, wait, what is it? Kamala or Kamala? And I got confused. I'm like, fuck, man, why are you making it so confusing? Kamala, Kamala, Camilla,
told her she
motherfucker, I'll say what the fuck I want. Shut the fuck up. This is America. Sorry.
The conservative said, he goes, well, I can say the name any way I want. I didn't know exactly how to say it, but I can say it any way I want. And he goes, no, you can't. Why would you attack a woman of color's name? Are you a racist? It's like, because she said Camilla instead of Kamala. She's racist now.
No, she said Kamala instead of Kamala. Kamala.
Godzilla.
And it's so freaking close. So, like, what's the difference, dude?
Well, I watched a meme, and they were making fun of it, and they showed the conservatives saying Kamala, and the guy goes, I don't know what CNN's problem is, because Biden calls her, and then they had Biden say, yeah, Kamala and I, and he said exactly the same as the conservatives said.
Yeah.
And they just kept repeating it over and over. And it's like, what's wrong with you people?
And they just love to pull that race card, man.
Oh, it's nothing but race. Like, yeah, I got an Asian American, I got a Hispanic American, I got a black one. It's like nobody cares. Are they
exactly
so crazy and overrated now? You know, like for a long time now, man, this whole race ordeal, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you can call me a cracker or whatever, and I'm gonna laugh in your face. Like, I've gotten to the point to where I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And now it's like, now they're using it politically.
Well, it's pretty sick when you start calling somebody a racist on national television for saying Camilla instead of Kamala. Like, you're literally going to bring this lady hatred, maybe even death threats.
Well, I mean, it's just like I agree with Denzel Washington when he says, you want to end racism? Stop talking about it. Oh, hold on, everybody. Hold up.
Snap.
Wait a minute. We got someone here. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Oh, wait, wrong one. Boom.
There I am.
What's up, Ronnie?
What's up, Mr. Ronnie?
Not much. Damn, look, there's Dave's not here. It's finally here. Son of a gun. What's going on,
On
Dave?
live. On live, showing himself live. Look at that.
I only do that for you, Ronnie, honey.
Well, right on. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, we had a swinging good time on Creeks last night. Y'all should have been there.
Oh, man, we had a.
I heard you sing.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard you sing. Now I'm a fan for life.
Yeah, I just replayed it because I missed it last night because I didn't get home from work till 9. And yep, I replayed it.
Right
It was
on.
really good, man. Really good, Ronnie.
That darn that second song I sang by Sonny James. I'm telling you, man, it just I don't know if my microphone messed up or what, but I know it didn't. Half of it didn't play or more. You couldn't hear me, but that's all right. I mean, that's the best way to be when I'm singing. Not to hear.
Ronnie, you got a haircut, man. It looks good.
What I liked, Ronnie, was that you didn't even need music to sing. You didn't need none of that shit. You just got up there and you did it, man, and it was great.
It was.
I love that song, Comanche.
Comanche.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just something that seems to fit right with my heart, man. Even though it is about a horse, But that died in the war of the Little Bighorn. But hey, man, it's a good song.
That's my favorite thing to watch, Ronnie. I'm always watching westerns, old school stuff.
Yeah.
I
love it, man.
Even my James Taylor song that I sang is about cowboys. That's my thing,
I
man.
love James Taylor is a beast as well.
I love everything where men were men were men. You know what I mean? Even if I'm going to die, I'm going to stand up, or unalive. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, even if it costs me my life. I love that.
Dave is too cute for his britches.
Oh,
Get your britches off, Dave.
Yeah. Who says they're
Wait,
on?
Ronnie, have you listened to it yet, Ronnie? Because I know you probably didn't go back and I don't know, maybe you have, but I think, dude, I honestly think this is fucking awesome.
Let's sing it. No, I hadn't. The battle was over at Custer's last stand, and taps were sounding for all the brave men, while one lone survivor, wounded and weak, Comanche, the brave horse, lay at the general's feet. Though you are silent, your deeds did speak loud. If your buddies could see you, I know they'd be proud. The symbol of bravery at the Little Bighorn. Poor old Comanche, your battle scarred and torn. Comanche, you fought hard. Comanche, you tried. You were a good soldier, so hold your head up high. For even the bravest sometimes must fall. Poor old Comanche, you gave your all. I think that's it.
Hell yeah, dude. And I would do my later, but I got the ceiling fan going and it won't stay lit. So
Excuses.
Was awesome.
I had to let mine off. It was starting to burn my finger.
That was singing. That was singing, Ronnie. You were singing last night.
I wasn't singing. I was singing.
You were definitely singing for sure. That was awesome.
Well, let me tell you something. My voice is so hoarse. Still is. I don't know if I'd have sounded any better or not. I'm not saying I would have, but
Hey,
being
Lisa.
so hoarse didn't help none. Still hoarse. But I might well tell y'all now. I mean, Found out today that I got 2 more tumors over here, and that's what's making me hoarse. It's in my chest. So, you know, who the hell knows? I mean, I think they're gonna try some radiation, but try to get rid of them. But we'll see.
Praying for
Hey,
you.
man.
You know I'm praying for you, Ronnie.
I know you are, Dave, buddy, and I appreciate it. Believe me, every one of y'all appreciate it highly. I mean, very highly. Everybody that prays means a lot to me. When you get in this predicament, you may have a doctor to go to, but I'm here to tell you right now that God is really the only one you got to go to. I mean, there ain't no doctor going to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
They may do their little old bullshit, whatever. But God, it's like I said last night, Craig. I think you heard it. The doctor only treats, God heals. And so, and I truly believe that. If we're going to be healed, it's going to be by God. It ain't going to be by man.
Right.
Just my opinion. And y'all believe J Outpost? I've tried a bunch of that. Rick Simpson's oil. I've been trying it now for golly. I don't know how long now. About a year. Maybe not that long, 8 months, whatever. But quite a while. And that and another medicine I can't mention on here. 2 of them, as a matter of fact, I can't mention on here, or that takes Steve down in a heartbeat.
I know one thing, Ronnie. For as long as I've known you, man. And I've got so much respect for you, Ronnie. I've got so much respect for all of y'all up here on panel. One thing that I've noticed with you, Ronnie, is ever since that I've met you, you're a fighter, man. You're a fighter. You fight very hard for what you believe in. Especially for what you believe in, between right and wrong and all the bullshit going on in the world today. And
yep.
They shut you down on YouTube, and the next day there you are, you're back.
Damn right. Exactly.
And,
thank you, Creek.
You're a fighter, man. So keep on fighting the good fight, brother.
Oh, I'm going to, as long as the good Lord give me the strength to do it, man. I definitely intend to. The reason for that is simple, because I believe in God. I do believe that God, if I wouldn't be doing this if God didn't want me to do it. Everything I've done for the last 3 or 4 years, however long it's been since Steve and I come on about the same time. So however long that's been, it's been because I feel in my heart that's what God wants me to do. That's why I won't let them keep me down. And I ain't. I mean, if God gives me the strength to, somehow beat this and come back, you bet I'll still be going. I ain't going nowhere, because I truly believe that our whole world is under attack by demonic beings. I mean, I honestly do. I don't just say that. I truly mean it.
I believe that with all my heart, man.
And if
How
we
else
don't
can you explain it?
Yes. And if we don't stand up and fight against it ourselves, all of us, in some way or another, we've got to figure out a way to stand together. To me, it's not, we can have a difference of opinion here or there. You almost got to have, because we're all human beings, but that don't mean that you got to drive yourselves apart so far, that you're for something totally different than what you ought to be. I think we all ought to be for God in the end, and God takes care of the rest of it. It's just my way of looking at things. And then, whether it's Trump or whoever, they come in, second. Myself, and I know some of y'all don't believe this, but that's fine too. I believe that Trump was appointed by God, to do a job here on earth. And now whether that's true or not, we're darn sure about to find out. You know, I mean, it's getting close to the election season here, so somehow or another it's got to happen.
Right. Well, I mean, it's from what I'm taking from what you're saying is that, and I might be completely dead ass wrong. I don't know, but what I'm about to say, I think that I'm right. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about Trump. I like Trump. I like the guy. I like what he's got planned. But it seems like with all these politicians, presidential elects and whatnot, seems it gets to the point to where everybody's they worship these people. They worship these people, man. They're not. They're worshiping the wrong the wrong people. They should be worshiping God.
Worship no man. Worship no man other than God.
Absolutely, no doubt. But and I don't totally disagree with you there, Creek. Only thing I'd say to that is, and I like I'm just adding to it, is that like I said a while ago, I think that to me, you know, I think Trump was commissioned by God, you know, just like he did with David and even Saul. Saul turned out to be a rotten guy, you know, but God commissioned him at first, or whatever you want to call it. You know, he laid his hand on him and turned him loose. It didn't work out, but with David, he did. And well, there's been several of them, you know, Moses through history on down, you know. So, and I think it just seems to me that Trump seems to be the latest one. Now, he's a man. Of course, he can go bad, you know, very easily.
Right. But
it's like he did. So you shouldn't worship him. No. You know, and I don't. But I do have a ton of respect for him. Because first of all, I think he done a heck of a good job when he was literally in office as president. For myself, I think he's still president. That's just me. But, you know, then all the stuff he did since he's been out of office, I mean, he's literally done more out of office than he did what he's in. It's just that, you know, we can't see most of it. That's what I try to do is, what I've been trying to do anyway, is bring all that out, you know, to the front, what he's been doing, and they keep knocking me down for it. But I feel like that's my job, you know, and a lot of other people, it ain't just me, you know, a lot of other people too. But really my point is that, you know, if I just don't see anyone else on this planet right now that we could get to take the place of Trump that could do the job he did and can do. You know, he's got the trust built up, not just here in this country, but all over the world. And so he is really the one that can lead the world, not just the U.S. And then with us going all this money, you know, new money back system, we're going to be in a heck of a good shape if this works out, especially, you know, younger guys like y'all. If it works out like I think, and I believe it will, y'all are going to be in a wonderful shape, man. You know, throughout your whole lives.
I was thinking that today, Ronnie. I was thinking about Republican, Democrat. I was listening to all of them talk. And then I looked at Trump. All good. And then I was looking at Trump and I thought, you know, he has pride issues. But every man has his faults, right?
Yes.
But then I thought about the slogan "Make America Great Again." Then I started thinking, man, what if we just brought God back again? What if we made God great again?
That's what's got to happen, Dave. That's it.
Because Trump's just a man. I mean, he can do what he can do, but ultimately, it's going to take something bigger than Trump to stop Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran, Hamas, all these crap all around the world that's going on. North Korea and all, you know what I mean? Eventually, all the crap.
Some of them are just set up like North Korea. That it's all been planned to happen.
Yeah.
And that's where it all, you know, it's where it throws so many of us at is you don't know which parts were planned and which part wasn't.
Exactly.
But now North Korea, I think they were planned. You know, most of it has been planned, in my opinion. That's just my opinion from all the studying that I've done, of course. But I just think that after all that I've seen and studied, and I'm not just talking about stuff from the law, the Constitution. I'm talking about from the Bible. I'm talking about from everywhere. When you put all that together, then it's hard for me it's impossible for me to believe that that Trump isn't the right man to get us to that point. Now, I don't believe God's going to let his glory be stolen by anyone, Trump or anyone else.
And I believe in order for us to get out of this mess that we're going to, at some point, whatever it takes, we're going to have to bend a knee, whether that takes we lose everything or we do it before. We're going to end up bending a knee somewhere and losing our pride.
Well, it needs to go.
Yeah, because if we go after this with pride, we're going to lose.
That's
pride
right.
comes before the fall.
Could not agree more, Dave. I could not agree more. And that's what, like with the gay pride and all that, it's the same thing, man. I mean, they got to go too. It's not just guys like us that got to lose our pride. I think everybody's got to lose their pride, but they got a lot more pride. And I'm talking about the gay pride, the trans pride.
That's all you hear about is pride, 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 pride. Take pride, take
Oh my
pride.
gosh. Seriously, what? I have like so much pride. So much.
Don't make me like a tooth, Steve. My throat's sore.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, love. Oh my goodness. Why did you
We'll
say that?
We'll have to get Craig singing and swinging again. Well, Craig was swinging.
Another moderator got to handle that one. Not handling this one.
But no, I do believe that what you guys are saying too. And don't get me wrong, my business was booming and life was awesome when Trump was in office. And don't get me wrong, but at the same time, to me, regardless, no matter who's president, we're still slowly getting our rights stripped away. With that being said, Trump in office, it's still happening, but not as much. And you know what I mean? But
a one world system they'll have to bow to each other and become
you'll
one.
own nothing and you'll love it.
Yep.
But see, I think that goes back to the plan too, though, Steve. Because when he went in, and I know everybody thinks that Trump was an idiot for hiring all these, rehiring a lot of these people. But here's what happened. Here's what happened is that when Obama was in office, he pardoned just about all these people, if not all of them. So what they had to do was go back in, and I'm talking about Trump and all his, it's Trump and the military and the Trump is it's what it is. So what they had to do is go back in and try to get all these people rehired and see if they would commit those same, crimes. And then once they do, if they do, well, then they're right back up on those charges. That's what a lot of them have done. A whole bunch of them have done. Like Pompeo, it's coming out a little bit now that he's a bit of a crook. Well, more than a bit of a crook. With what he's done with China, I can't say it on here, but what he's done, but it's not good. I can tell you that for damn sure. That's just one of them. There's many, many, many of them that have to be recalled because of all that stuff that they've done that Obama pardoned them for. And so now they're going back through there and they're redoing it again. That's what the hearings in Congress are about. A lot of them anyway, not every one of them, but a lot of them. And there's more ways of them going about catching these guys than just that, I mean, but he made himself, it's like the old saying goes, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's what he's doing all these years. It's the same thing. Yes, he sure showed how. Yes, exactly. He still is. I hate stand up, like here or anywhere else really, and fight for another man because that's what I feel like I'm doing. When I'm fighting for Trump, but I feel it's the truth, man. I feel like the truth is coming from God. I don't know where else it could be coming from. I mean, just think what all the stuff that I don't think there's any way that Trump could have got stuff done that he done while he was in office without a lot of help from God. I mean, just think of all the stuff he got done before he even became president. He was getting stuff done.
Right.
And
No, yeah, but before he became president, when everyone started started hating him, before he became president, I hated him. I couldn't stand the dude. But then when he was running for president, I was like, yeah, we kind of need a dude like this, even though I don't like the guy.
Okay, look, I didn't like the guy. Okay, I didn't like him, but then I liked him.
I didn't either, Steve. I swear I didn't. That dislike went back a long way from me. I mean, even when I was Trump and I think he's about 3 or 4 years older than me. And believe me, my dislike for him went back a long ways because I thought he just womanizing chump. That's what I thought.
Right. Yeah, arrogant, narcissistic asshole, right? Dave, hold on. Dave, wait, Dave, I'm gonna mute you for a sec. But I know you're still here. Something's going on with your mic when you talk. Like, there's something up with your mic. That's why I muted you a little bit ago.
Better?
That's
Wait,
better.
go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, that's better, but you're
low.
You say something again.
Hello? My name is
Say hello, Ronnie.
There you go. I'm not sure if you're connected to your mic or if you're just connected to your
It sounded bad.
I always do that. God bless it.
It sounded almost as bad as me singing last night.
Oh,
no, you
sounded
sounded
great.
good last night.
How's that?
No, now you sound further away.
I'll tell you who was singing good last night. That was Craig and Joe. I mean, man, those two guys done a good job. Both of them got my damn songs.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Joe Norman was singing the Johnny Cash song right when you came in.
Yeah, he's singing "Hurt" and Craig was singing "Swangin'." Dang him.
Hey, well, I told you, I forgot. Well, it was Tuesday. Was it Tuesday night? I believe it was Tuesday night that I said something about it because you wasn't able to make it, and I was like, Ronnie, I'm gonna. I don't know if you heard or not, but I was like, I'm gonna do Ronnie's 2 songs, and I didn't do one of them. I was gonna do "Handle on You."
Oh man, I wish you had it. I'd love to hear you do that, Craig. Yeah,
Hey,
sure
my
would.
flock is everywhere. Aloha.
I think that's a great song. Problem is, I can't sing it. I can't hardly sing anything right now. That's one reason why I did Comanche, because my throat's so screwed up. And I thought, well, maybe I can do it a little bit.
I figured you was gonna sing "Handle on You."
Well, I would have if I could have. But, I don't think I could have got anywhere near it. I mean, my throat being so damn sore and raw, because my voice kept going in and out. On a even half-ass high or low notes. So I just figured I'd do it.
I think you did good, friend. I think you did very good.
Thank you, Greg.
What is-
Brother.
Starting Song Grown. Hope this okay. What's okay? I'm lost. And what's up? It's me, Retro. Good to see you.
How's the mic?
There you go.
I'm guessing she shared it.
Now, see, a lot of these good people wasn't here last night to hear us doing any singing. Where was y'all all at? Creek singing his butt off, Mick singing mine off, Joe.
I had to watch the replay because I was working in someone's front yard digging up their main water line, and I didn't realize how many roots there were. And then I thought it was Tuesday on top of that. So when I'm coming home, driving in the alleyway, because Wednesday night is garbage night. So I'm thinking it's Tuesday, and when I'm coming home in the alleyway, I'm seeing all the garbage bins out, and I'm like, why has everyone got the garbage bins out? That's not till tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. And then and as soon as I got home, I looked and it said, I'm like, Creek's on Wednesdays. That's how I always know it's garbage night. I always know I got to take the garbage out after Creek's show. And I looked and it said, it said stream ended 13 minutes ago. And I was like, mother.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Steve. I'll just like write down all the people that was bad that night in the chat, and I'll hand it to you right before you bring out the garbage.
So
There ain't never
confused at
nobody
what just
bad.
happened.
There ain't never anybody bad in Creek's chat because they know he'll kick them out.
I will very fast.
He's a mean guy.
Why don't you boys calm
Hey.
down?
Zero
Creek
tolerance,
ain't taking
man.
shit from nobody. Creek
Zero tolerance.
Creek don't take shit from no one. They get mad. Then Creek.
Yeah! In your fucking face, fuckwad!
Don't mess with Creek.
No, I try not to be like that, man. And I do say something. You know, I'll say something maybe once or twice, but after that, it's like, look, man, fuck. Tried to help you here, but
No, yeah.
He
Who was
gonna
that
kick me
one dude?
I thought Creek was going to kick me out, Steve. I mean, as soon as I got up on the panel, I thought I was going.
Bullshit.
I was messing with you, Creek.
Oh, is that what you meant? I missed it, Southern. Okay, no, yeah, that's. Yeah, I missed it. I'll have to go back later and watch it. But no, that's why I have mods. I trust you. I don't know what it was, but it's all good.
I think
Yeah, I usually go back and rewatch my own streams, which I used to not to, but I do now because I realized how much I actually, even though I try to pay attention to chat, I still miss so much. Not even that. I miss so much when we're talking because when I am trying to look at the chat, I'll miss so much stuff you guys are saying, and I'm like, how did I not hear him say that? Or
I'm gonna put.
But whoever got timed out, you're still always welcome to stay, but just be cool on what you say. Because I'm all about free speech, but at the same time, it's also my house, so you got to be respectful.
Absolutely.
It was Dean. It was multiple comments. I kind of left it alone, but thanks, Southern. Appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, Dean's cool, but yeah,
was like
Dean's
4 in a row.
around, Dean, but yeah, just be cool.
Yeah, Dean and Milton. Yeah, he's always cool in my chat.
Yep.
Joe.
No, yeah, Dean. Yeah, Dean and only maybe 6 other people. Whenever they leave comments on any of my videos or whatever, I always try to make sure I respond to their comments because they're great supporters. But
Dean's been pretty decent all night, man. But I did read one comment in there that was pretty far.
That's when I said some other mod needs to handle that one because I'm not getting involved in it.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
You never know, man. You never know.
It's always the poop.
All I know is in mine the other night, last Thursday night. I'm telling you what, I had I do have such great people in there that, man, they touched my heart so many times. I thought I was going to cry a dozen times during that show. I mean, from all the stuff and wonderful stuff they were saying, and prayers and everything. I mean, I think that's probably the best as far as me personally goes that I've ever had. That was just a fantastic show for me. I mean, shit. All those folks now, I didn't see one being an asshole or even come close to it. And they were all just wonderful, wonderful folks. And artists about every time I come on, but I guess it was because of the whole situation, I'm sure it was, but I mean, man, it's just outpouring of love that I can't get over.
Hey, that's what Lisa Anderson said. We love you, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I'm sending you mustache kisses right now.
Right as we speak, man.
Me too. Here, I rub my mustache on the mic. Feel it?
I hope there's a certain place to put them.
What's that thing that old boy what's his name? The cowboy dude from the ranch. I can't think of his name right now. Billy something with the white mustache, white hair.
Billy, I don't know.
You said Billy something that threw me off. I'm thinking of someone else.
He's got a commercial, and it's a Dr. Pepper commercial, and it's where his mustache dances, where it does the wave.
Oh, I saw that before.
Do you get mustache kisses from him?
No, I was gonna do the mustache wave kiss to you.
I gave you a gang of kisses, bro. Look at that chat.
Yeah, and speaking of Creek, what you got your mustache going there? Are you gonna do the? Are you growing it out like the?
Dude, I've got to cut it all off next month.
Look at that growing out on the side like that. He's got that shit going.
Starting.
That's looking good, man.
But it's all about to go.
What?
No, dude, you can't.
Got a new
Oh, that
job
part?
or what?
Next month, my mom is getting married, and I'm gonna be in her wedding. So, she wants me to look nice for her wedding, which I think I look very nice. I think I look fine. But
Get you some active grease and fix it up real nice, Creek. You'll be fine.
I'll knock it off. I'll knock it off for my mama. These pictures are gonna be forever, so I want to at least look young.
You do look young.
No, man. Not when my hair's cut and I'm clean shaved and everything. No.
We won't know who the hell you are then.
I don't look 30 years old.
But no, I know what you mean though, because that's the last time I completely shaved, was a few years ago when my mom and stepdad came to visit, and my mom hates, what's this on Steven? Oh, Steven, what's that on your face? You need it. And she just like pull on it. I'm like, oh. So before I went to bed, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna shave it for my mom because I don't get to see her that often. And then in the morning when I wake up and see her out in the other part of the house, I'm gonna surprise her, right? As soon as I shaved it, I was like, what the fuck did you just do? But it made my mom happy. So that was the whole point, right? And it only took like 3 weeks to grow back. So,
My mom never gave a shit one way or the other about mine. She didn't say anything if she did. Which that was fine with me, because once I grew it out, I was gonna regrow it.
My mom's first wedding was, I'm not going to say that it was shitty because, I didn't see anything wrong with the idea of it after I was told about it. But they got married on the creek bank behind my house. They got married on the creek back there. They didn't have at a church or anything like that. Now this time she's actually going to be getting married at a very nice place. A church, and then they've got a very nice place for the reception and everything, and then for the honeymoon they're going to Jamaica, and she deserved that.
Well, hell yeah, right on, it certainly does. But what you ought to do when you shave that off, Creek, you ought to put it in a plastic baggie and make all the airs out of it and send it with her.
Here, Mom, take this with you. What is this? It's what you made me do. It's what you made me do, Mom.
Your baby boy. Baby boy.
Hope you enjoy Jamaica.
So just tell her to be sure not put it on herself when she gets there.
But I do like what you got going though, Creek. You got it growing out thick on the sides like that, because a little bit longer you can do that curl thing.
I'm not doing all that, man. I'm not doing all that.
He could look like one of them, old time muscle men lifting, big headed barbells.
That Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, well, even farther back than him. Yeah, man.
You know what? I got to cut you guys off real quick and say something. You guys are making it a lot harder for me to make shorts because like 4 months ago doing these, I'd be like, all right, there's like 2 or 3 spots where I can make a short from. But like the last month and especially today, I'm like, I got like 500 shorts to make just from one live stream. So
well, we're keeping
you
your ass
guys
busy.
rock. You guys rock. You just make it better and better. Better and better every time. I love it.
We're keeping you busy, ain't we, Creek and Dave? I mean, we're trying our best.
That's what I'm saying.
Crick, did that slip out?
Who?
Lord.
Here we go to the fart talk. Good thing we got a plumber present.
That was Biden on stage earlier.
Damn. That sounded like camel toe.
Like, let's
So
all
watch
hate
this.
Trump. Let's beat Trump.
Right on, Dave.
Secret Service, hit me. Give me an 8-ball. I'm sorry.
I think you got several of them there.
Secret Service, we're gonna need another 8-ball over here.
Right.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like one of them, you know, like when you've been constipated for a year or whatever, and you let one of them big old long python turds.
That's more like this.
And at the end of it, you know, it's just a big old giant splash. Because, you know, then you have to call Steve Harloha to get it down the hole.
And you get in
When
the
when it starts out like,
oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
And at the end too, you know, because that big old turd's blocking back a big old long fart. So
yeah, and then you got to cut it short because you're like, whoa, I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's like you gotta tighten up your legs.
Yeah, I need a plumber.
Start doing the penguin walk to the bathroom, like, oh my God, am I gonna make it? Oh, squeeze it. Oh no. I can't
Then you
even.
ask,
Oh my God.
then they say your ass is raw for 3 months after that.
I can't even sit. Just lift the seat. Oh my Lord.
Good.
Oh my God, my cheeks are killing me.
Then start coughing so nobody can hear it because you know it's going to be the blowout of all blowouts. Just
start clearing your throat.
Oh, my bad. Oh,
I tell you what, I've seen not just with me either, but I've seen some farts and heard some craps before that they ain't no cough in the world cover up. I mean, you know, if you take a cough, King Kong, you have that to do it.
I've heard some nasty women farts. I'll tell you.
When the fart overpowers the cough, and you're like, I think I heard a cough in there somewhere, but you okay?
Then when you're leaving, someone's walking in. You're like, man, someone blew that out in there, dude. I'd hold your nose.
It's like that. It's like that sound that you just did, Steve. But then you're sitting there on the commode, and everybody in the restaurant sitting there looking at you.
When you walk out, or when you're in the bathroom and do that, and you walk out, and the whole restaurant's looking at you, and you're like, "Oh shit, y'all heard that?"
And you're like,
"Ain't got no gas in it."
No, I'm talking about with the sound that you played. Whenever it went, you done blew all the walls and everything down. Now everybody in the restaurant sitting there looking at you. You the only one left in there.
Yeah, that's just.
You're sitting there.
You know, here at my house, Steve, you know, I told you this. My toilet has no backflush; it just has a little flap that opens up and it drops down.
Oh yeah,
well,
yeah.
Here, if Benny's ain't got that backflush, you better have something there to kind of stuff it on down with, because what it does, and I'm serious, what it does, it gets laid up on the like right on top of the flap, you know, and over the hole.
The opener thing, yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
If you don't have a stick or something, you ain't gonna get it down. I mean, you know, it's all there is to it. You gotta have a stick of some kind. So, and it's gross, man, but you got to get it down. I mean,
it is. I mean, it's not like an airplane toilet where that hole opens and then water just like hurricanes it down. It's like an airplane toilet, but there's no water. So it opens. Imagine having a 2-inch opening and you got 4-inch.
Well, there's supposed to be 2 of them. There's supposed to be 2 of them.
There ain't.
You press both of them down at the same time. One opens it, and the
No,
other one brings
he
the
doesn't
water.
have a regular, because he's in a camper. He doesn't have a regular toilet.
That's what I'm saying, though. I had a camper, and that's how it was. It's the flap thing. All right, one of them, they're both together. You push one of them, and it's the flap. The other one is water, so you push them both at the same time.
This has only got that one. It does both of them at the same time, but it's just a little trickle of water. Just a little bit, like a spoonful of water.
Right.
Goes down, but it's very little. Ain't no way it's gonna wash a big turd down. I can tell you right now, man.
Oh yeah, no, not if it's like that.
Real quick, want to say goodnight to Southern Grove and Blue Jay Outpost. Thank you guys for
Blue
coming.
Jay Outpost. Much love. And actually, we're at 3-hour mark, so I know everyone. And I don't want to end because I'm so excited that Ronnie's up here, but
real quick,
that figures.
Ronnie,
I hate
got
to
your
leave,
situation figured out.
Do what, Creek?
I got your situation figured out. I just came up with a great idea for you, man.
All right, right on.
So take you a decent sized brick, heavy enough, man, and you just leave it across from the toilet and use it when you need to use it. But whenever you got to go number 2, you just take that brick, man, and set it on the damn on the flap opener.
Yeah.
You set it down on there and just let her drop.
I have no idea what the hell we're talking about. Which
it's a camper toilet.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about the flapper inside the toilet that opens and lets the water.
No. We can't think of the. Well, yeah, you've never been on a plane either, so I can't even use the plane analogy. But
does the poop fly out of the plane?
No, the plane toilet's kind of like a camper toilet. The only difference is the plane toilet, when you flush it, it's like a freaking power flush that will suck you in if you're not holding on tight. But
yeah, see, most of those like in your home, they have the back flush. When they don't just flush around the inside, they have the back flush come up from the bottom. Blow the crap back out of the hole so it can flush. Mine don't do that. It just got a flap that opens up. When that flap opens up.
I think you should make a video about this because I need to see it.
I hadn't even thought about that. I may do that, Dave.
Yeah, put that on your channel, man, and get 1 million likes.
I'd have to find me a fake turd.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't do it with the. Don't do it after you actually use it.
Go and get you a stick and then jam it down.
Do different
That's
stuff.
what I have to do sometimes. It literally is.
Do like chocolate ice cream and just plop one plop and then some chocolate syrup. One thing at a time. Drop it in.
No, Tyne it's hooked up to a septic system here, so I don't have to mess with it other than to get it to flush, which is plenty enough.
It's on a. So is your trail? That thing's permanent then?
For right here.
You don't move it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Here. But I'll tell you, there's one thing bad about these places too is these trailer parks that I've found out, and it's no big problem, but where the line from the house sewage line hooks into the main sewer line, well, they don't fit real tight for some reason or another. And so all these damn flies, not just mine, but everybody, I guess they get down there, make their little nests and whatever. And you go out and sit down outside for a while, and them freaking flies will eat you alive. And I ain't bit, boy. They hungry. They stay hungry.
Hey.
Jeff says, don't
Right,
use a turd. I can make you a real one. I'm pretty good at that myself, Jeff.
That's what he's talking. That's a camper toilet. Yeah, that's the flapper. The thing in the middle, that's the flapper. So there's no water. There's no water. It's just when you're done, you hit the button and that open. Well, there's a little bit of water, but that thing opens, and then good luck getting your waste, so to speak.
That's a nice
down
camper
that
toilet.
The hole in mine is a little bigger. It's about twice that big, but it don't matter because
That's what she said.
your waste goes across it. I don't know how it works when it comes out of rear end. I've never inspected that, but when it comes out, it kind of folds across the hole in the commode, and you can't get it down without a stick. You have to.
I get a 5-gallon bucket of water and leave it in there, and then pour half of it in there after I went.
That's not a bad idea if there's just a place to put it. I mean, that bathroom is so cramped. I wouldn't even be able to get in there then, and I can barely get in there now. With my old agedness and all.
That's crazy. I never seen anything like that.
Yeah, see, so camper toilets aren't like toilets we're used to.
And Steve, I fixed like 100 mobile homes. I'd never run into a toilet like that.
Right.
I've never even seen one like that, man. That's a nice camper toilet there.
My poop ain't going down that hole. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I mean
that's what Ronnie was saying.
He's got to stick it, cut it all up, dice it.
I literally had to go out in the yard and find me a tree limb to first time that happened.
Jeff H, aloha, brother, and welcome.
Hey, Ronnie,
And
put a
Jeff
little.
H says he can make you a real one. So
do what?
Sorry, put a little WD-40 on it.
Oh yeah.
Jeff H says you don't got to use a fake turd. You can he can make you a real one.
Oh, I have no trouble making them real ones myself. So far, anyway.
Eat a lot of fiber so they're nice and skinny, and just try to hit exactly in the hole.
Right. You need a squatty potty. You need a squatty potty, and then you just.
I need to put a laser on my turds. What I need
And
to
a
do.
camera. Yeah, put a little camera down there and be like, "Oh, I got to move left. No, move up."
According to South Park, we've been using the toilet the wrong way for all of our lives.
We have. That's what the squatty potty's for.
You're supposed to sit toward the tank.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
That way you can sit your books up there or whatever. And then when you're done, the flusher's right there in front of you. You're good.
And you can lean. You can lean forward if you're tired or whatever, and
get a little loving, get a little hug.
Well, heck yeah. Have your girlfriend on there with you facing the other direction? I mean, man, you'd be a hog.
Just put a shirt on the back of your toilet. A little
Heck
wig,
yeah.
a little wig, a little lipstick.
But make sure your girlfriend's got a stick too, in case she needs it.
That's a good point.
So bad.
That's a good point. What Tyne Duff says, because even if your toilet is broken or whatever, and you got to shut the water off to it, you just get a bucket, and if you dump like I don't know 1 or 2 at one time, like a gallon of water at one time in a regular toilet, it'll still flush. But
it's better that way than it would now. I mean, but you got a place to set that bucket of water in there. I mean, boy, my bathroom's small.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true.
You'd have to step on. Hell, I'd be stepping in the bucket.
I do that as maintenance in my house. I do that in every drain.
Get you a bucket to keep around, and right before you go, put it in the tub and let it start filling up.
I ain't got it. I just got a little shower in there, Creek, and I'm telling you, one of these nights I'll show y'all in there. It's real small, man.
Look at this bathroom. The door is right there. Look how small this bathroom is. There's no tub or anything. So
a little flapper freaks me out, man.
I had a pretty decent size. I had a tub standing. It's a tub / shower. It's like a mini bathroom. I had this camper, man, and it was like a 90s model, something like that. And it was 32 foot long. It had a living room and little kitchen deal. In the middle was the bathroom, and then the back was the main bedroom of it. But in the middle where the bathroom, it was wooden slide doors.
Yeah.
There's wooden slide doors that you would close off on each from the bedroom to the kitchen. And so in between that was a little sink, the toilet, and then right across from toilet was the little small bathtub and with a shower head in it. You could stand up and take a shower as well. But the way the flusher was on that toilet, you hit both. If you was going number 2, you hit both of them at the same time, and it did.
Oh, so you saying you had one of them fancy campers? Oh, I see how it is.
It was a 90s model camper that I got for free.
That's the fanciest one there is. You get free, they're fancy. I mean,
I got one here for you, Ronnie. Check this out. Let's pull it up real quick. That's what you need, man.
The plunger, ain't it?
Real skinny. Yeah, but it's real skinny. See the bottom, how it'll push that nozzle down? And you give it a good push, and that spray will come back, hit you in the face, but it'll work.
Well, no, thank you on that.
Some weird sex toy.
Very weird.
That's crazy. I never seen a plunger that skinny before.
No, that's what she said.
On that note, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I think we all gotta go. But I want to hang out backstage for a little bit. If I know Dave's got to go because he's got to wake up in like 3 hours.
Oh,
but
I'll hang out for a little bit see if you want to. But I got to get up and go pretty early morning. Got another damn doctor's appointment. So
okay,
I'll hang out for a while.
Okay, cool. So so let's do final thoughts and we'll close this out. And let's do that.
Right on.
I have a final thought. I love
Well,
you,
hello.
Ronnie.
Love you, Nina. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. Just got
My
home
final
from
thoughts
work.
are I'm glad I got to see Nina tonight. Before she
Of all
goes.
you guys.
I really hadn't got any except my final thoughts, other than to thank God, for getting me this far in life and prayerfully, to get me on through this. And if you don't, well, then it's just my turn, But and I'm not trying to make this all about me. I'm just saying it's truly my final thoughts. Is that when you get right down to thinking about life, at least for me, you know that your life, at least you should know that your life belongs to God. He's the one that gives it. He's the one that takes it, I mean, Satan did rob us, or Adam and Eve caused us to be robbed back in the Garden of Eden. But that don't mean that God can't step in whenever, because he's much more powerful. God can step in anytime he wants to and take it right back away. Now, he ain't going to do it until that time comes, of course. But what I'm saying is that, for what years he's gave me in the last 4 or 5, being with all you guys on YouTube and Rumble and everything, I didn't think it'd be anything near like this when I first got on. I didn't know what it'd be like, but I didn't think it'd be like this. It's been great. I mean, I met some of the greatest guys on people on YouTube that I've ever met in my life. And I sincerely mean that. I mean, several people in the chat, you guys, I mean, y'all all know you're my best friends. Among my best friends, that's for sure. I'm just tremendously happy I met all y'all. I think it was a hell of a good ride. Really, I do.
It ain't over yet, my brother.
It sure ain't.
Not as long as on that Harley, friend.
Not as long as we all got air in these lungs, it ain't over with. So that's important. You gotta keep living every day, just like I think we need to try to keep improving every day on what our lives should be like. I mean, we're all working to get there, but I think it'd be so much better. For instance, if, when you guys live as long as I have, you should have been able to build your life up more and more and more, to like Steve's doing now with feeding the homeless and everything. That's him and Nina. That's a great step to take, man. And take more steps like that along the way. Not exactly like that, as an example. Man, I'm telling you, you go places you never thought about being.
Yeah.
I sure never thought about being where I'm at on. And I ain't got a lot of subscribers. I mean, don't get me wrong. But it don't matter. What I have got they like me. I guess they love me and I love them. So that's, man, I just I ain't kidding you. I think it's wonderful. Even though I don't like YouTube, I mean, let me tell you, I don't like YouTube, but I like what they've been able to do, with bringing people together.
Yeah, absolutely. And like what you were saying too, reminds me, like Mr. B always says, be a better person tomorrow than you were today.
Exactly.
Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out Mr. B.
Love you, Mr. B.
Yeah, and I would love to have that's one reason why I want to do the karaoke show Tuesday night, so we could all get together with Mr. B and Chap, and
we can still do it. We're still gonna do it. It's just we'll just have to wait till the time is right. We're still gonna do it.
It's a matter of getting my ass, well, I think what might work out best, Steve, and y'all tell me what you think about this, is to, instead of, and I would like to do it on mine, because I want to do it that way because of my family, if they wanted to find it, and listen to it later on after I'm gone, well, it'd be a whole lot fun to find, because they all subscribe to me anyway. But I don't know if I'm capable of running the show, so what I'm going to say is I think it might be better if we done it on maybe yours, Creek's, Mr. B's, or who's ever, and just let me kind of be there.
We'll never let it die, Ron.
Yeah, as long as we can definitely do it any way, that way, or any way you want. But as long as you stream share it, because if you stream share it, then it'll always be.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I've forgotten all about this, Steve. Thank you. But yeah, that's another thing I was thinking. Is stuff like that, because I mean, I couldn't done it Tuesday night. Should I wanted to, man? I already called everybody, and everybody agreed. Well, I talked to you Sunday, of course, and Creek said he'd do it Sunday. And then
check this out, Ronnie.
Okay.
Check this out. Man, it's tough, but I just want to let everybody here know that we hang out with.
Oh yeah. Shane the man.
That all of our good friends here are remembered. Always.
Right.
We love you. So.
It's Shane's turn, ain't
it? It is Shane's turn. Damn it, Shane.
Come on, Shane. It's your turn. Good night, Miss Time.
All right, I got some final thoughts real quick.
Right on.
Creek, my first one is we still got to do Creek Idol. We can't forget about it.
Nope, I haven't forgotten about it.
All right, good. And then I'm going to finish with, let's see, Mark 8. Ronnie, you know this. It's Mark 8:35. It says, "For whoever will save his life will lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he should gain the whole world but lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" So guys, be mindful. Be mindful this week of those verses, man. We got to stay prayed up and ready for anything, because we don't know what's going to happen. Trump's not the savior of the world, man. And Kamala ain't going to fix it.
I think he might be the one that, that helps lead us there, and then God's going to snatch it, so that's mine.
We're not promised tomorrow, man. We're not even promised the breath tonight.
That's right. And that's exactly what I told my doctor last week, Dave. He said, you could go tonight. I said, yeah, I could have went last night and the night before too. The night before that. Any of us can.
You never know.
That's right. And, it don't have to be from one thing or another. It could be from basically any damn thing.
Well, the reason I use those specific verses, because I told you guys in the beginning there's been issues with the will and different things, but I don't want to go into it. But what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and fame and everything you could have in this world, but to lose his soul?
None, not a bit.
There's nothing I would trade for that.
Heck no. By the way, Dave, how's your mom doing this, y'all?
She's sick, man. She's it's a slow fade.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And she's got cancer, right?
She's got lupus, MS, bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of. She grew up in Detroit near Zug Island, and the air was real polluted and stuff. And I figure it's from breathing all that garbage down there.
Or whatever it is, it really don't make no difference. When you go like that, you go. I call it a slow, miserable death. It's like my wife went. Slow and miserable. And,
I try to make her not miserable. I try to bring, come and make dinners for her, and big fancy dinners, that take me 3-4 hours, or go out some fancy place.
That's what I normally do. I go out of fancy, semi-fancy for around here, but yeah, man, there's just no place to eat around here that's worth a dang.
That's really why I haven't been on YouTube. Everyone was asking where I was for about a week, man. I went into like a dark place, and the only light I could see was God, and everything else was ugly. People were being ugly. They're fighting over money, and I just can't. I don't even care about money, man. I just would rather have peace. I'd trade all my money for peace any day.
Right. I agree. I definitely.
Well, the reason I care about it is because what I got left now, I want to go to my kids, not to doctors and hospitals. That's about it. It's not mine. It's going to be theirs. What do I got?
It's not like I don't care about it. It's just I'm not willing to step on everybody else for it. And if it becomes a problem, I'm willing to walk away from it.
Damn right. Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you all the luck in the world, your mom, man, regardless of what's wrong with her. Because believe me, I saw it with my wife, and it wasn't she had some of those same issues, but most of hers were from COPD and stuff like that, and
She
cancer.
got it too. Yeah, she has COPD for, and you can't find a better friend than my mom, man. So it'll be hard.
Dude, mom is so awesome. Mom is the best.
Prayers, friend, prayers.
Yeah, tell us you got prayers out here too, Dave.
You know I love you, and I ain't trying to bail on nobody or miss shows. I've been broken. We're not allowed to say that as men. So.
I wished I could cook though, man. I mean, I've never been able to cook. Maybe a pig or something like that, but I can't cook. If I could, I'd be cooking my butt off every day. Well, maybe not that long, but I'd be cooking. But I can't cook. So
I made chili and taco meat, and we had all kinds of stuff. I made tuna macaroni salad for her. Oh man, it was so much stuff.
Well, we're gonna have a big cookout this week, Dave. Steve Creek here at my place. We're gonna have a grill, grill out. Now it's gonna be a good size.
I think I'm probably the closest to you, Ronnie.
Well, come on up.
Hey.
Man, be more than welcome.
Don't tempt me with a good time, man, because my cousin's fiance, they are from Winnie, Texas.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well,
if we come up, we need a different toilet, man, because I can't hang with that.
We'll bring our own sticks, Ronnie.
There you go.
Screw that. I'm bringing my own bucket.
That'll work too, Steve. That'll work too, brother.
Also, much love to chat. Thank you guys all for being here. You didn't have to be here.
Yes.
We love all you guys. That's all I got.
Absolutely. Yeah. But real quick, Creek, you got final thought?
My final thoughts, man, is everybody just get along. There's simply no reason at all that we shouldn't be able to get along. Put our differences aside, and like we was talking about earlier with Mr. B. Every night after he gets done singing or talking or whatever, he always says, try to be a better person than you was tomorrow than you was the day before.
And I agree. We all can do that. We all should be able to do it.
I got something else real quick. Just real quick. Don't worry about tomorrow, man, because like the Bible says, it says don't worry about tomorrow because today has enough trouble in
There's
itself.
that too.
So face life one thing at a time. Just get one thing fixed at a time and celebrate that. Don't look at the whole picture and go, oh my God. Just look at one item at a time and handle it.
Right. If you do end up opening your eyes the next day, be thankful.
Yep.
Boy, Creek, I'm glad you said that because, I done that every once in a while in my life, but now every morning I wake up, that as soon as my eyes flutter open, the first thing I do is thank God for letting my eyes open.
So do I. I do.
I'm telling you the truth, man. You don't know. We all sit around and think about, what our death may be like, here and there through our life. But when you're actually facing it, I'm telling you, for me, it's been another whole story. There is a little bit of depression, a little bit of fear, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But you got to work through all that, and then it comes right back, to God. It'll focus right back on God. At least, for me, it has, and it's getting even stronger. So, I'm just saying, don't. People can't look at what it looks like, from a mile or two away. Death. I mean, you got to look at it up close, and when you do, you'll know that God is there with you. If you've tried to be a good person, He'll be there with you.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think He's there with me, here with me.
Yes, sir.
And my thoughts are that, and I'm guilty of this too, because I've done this my whole life. Up until me and Nina started going out and trying to give back and help people that are less fortunate and those in need, but don't judge people, because who are we to judge? You don't know. You have no idea what someone else is going through. You get mad at someone during the day because they cut you off in traffic or whatever, and you flip on them. You have no idea what that I mean, think about when you were going through something really hard and someone flipped out on you. Don't you wish you go back and like let that person know, like, dude, you had no idea what I was going, like my mom just died that day, or
right.
My sister just died that, like you have no idea. So don't judge people, and it all, and same thing, even homeless people. I used to think all homeless people were just bums and drug addicts and get a job, you lazy but I've met so many homeless people that have 2 to 3 jobs that just are in a bad spot, so. But anyway, with that being said, at the end of the day, we all literally have so much more in common. So don't let the petty shit divide you. And we're all children of God. So
That's right.
we are all brothers and sisters, and look at it that way rather than trying to judge people and put people in a category, because it's not worth it. So, but with that being said, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, a beautiful evening, a beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.